allowed the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind. Over to the sound.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we not talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ la mọ̀ tó dodo.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening. Good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun Live. Here is another brunch time with Maiyegun, which is always going to be listed now. Call this one episode 2 and read the caption of the broadcast, the description, hear it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them Maiyegun today. Oh. A country ruled by criminals needs 2 revolutions. One small, one big. The small revolution is to overthrow the criminal government. The big revolution is to radically undo the damages these criminals have inflicted on the country. Read the caption again. Happy weekend to you, for those of you who are already in weekend, okay? Some are just about to. However, Good morning to you in America. Good morning to you in, is it good afternoon to you in Australia or good evening? Top of the moment to you. Thanks for joining me. And everybody who are also with me on TikTok, I may not be able to mention your names, but I am with you as you are with me here in spirits. When the civilians remember their responsibilities, politicians will forget which party they belong to. So will their next of kin. And at the slightest urge for exploitation, a voice of caution will ring in their head. Don't you dare, kid, or else you'll have neither the seat nor the ass to sit on it. Today, so good morning to you once again, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is the free time where you have a safe place, where you can join me just any moment you want. The number to call in to contribute to this conversation tonight, this afternoon or this morning, is right there in the comment section. Board marks. Nice one. So yeah, we have few truths that I believe that some of you do know, but you must always constantly be reminded of how damaging ignoring this truth is to you. And Nigeria, from time immemorial, has proven that it is a place that rewards criminals. And today in Nigeria, the sickness, this type of a pandemic sickness is not limited to any region or tribe or religion or creed, even education. It doesn't really matter. People worship money, and institutions that are supposed to checkmate and curb all the rise of these rogues, those institutions have been compromised too. Today, there is no amount of criminality you are involved in. If you are philanthropic, if you are a cheerful giver, the people will actually have to live with it. It doesn't matter the damages you are causing. Why am I saying this to you? It's because people have been debating in the last few days. They have been debating the rot. Some people were actually like reacting that they were shocked that a civilian, supposedly a civilian, could raise his hand successfully and beat up armed custom officers. That was when a lot of people started pouring out things that have always been in existence. That you might think you have a military, or you have the police, you have the Navy, or maybe the Air Force, and every other one you think you do have. But in reality, these are just the legitimized criminals perpetuating the same crime that they were they were set up to prevent. That is the reality today in Nigeria. Young people have no real role model anymore. Have you noticed? Yes. If you tell people that, wealth without any work could only be associated with crime, and they will tell you, why are you asking for the source of wealth of someone when you never ask for the source of their poverty? Now, you are here with me this morning or afternoon. I will tell you that both questions, they do have answers. First, when somebody that, when you see someone who is actually a pure criminal, let's even start it with this. We want to use the reality now, okay? The president of Nigeria is a former drug lord. Some people still don't believe that he is still not a drug lord. He was laundering money for drug dealers, heroin traffickers in Chicago back in the 80s and early 90s. To avoid jail, he ran to Nigeria, okay, joined democratic movement, funded them with heroin money. While America was rounding up all his friends, business associates, he ran to Nigeria, and right there in a corrupt den called Nigeria, he was able to become a senator. That was 1992. A drug dealer. Then you have the person who was your speaker, Bajabia Mole, was also a former criminal too. Still a criminal though. Former criminal doesn't really mean that they have repented. The criminals don't repent. No, they don't. Seriously, like that kind of criminals, they are like career criminals. This guy duped and stole money from his own client. Client who entrusted him with their money. He stole the money. He ran to Nigeria, abandoned his career. How much was the money? $24,000. He became a politician in Nigeria. He got elected. He became the speaker of Nigeria. Give me more names of those in charge of your Nigeria. The person who is in charge of the Senate, who is their Senate president, Akpabiole, is actually the third person in Nigeria. So Akpabiole was governor. He stole 104 billion naira, was arrested by EFCC. He was going to court. Then all of a sudden, abracadabra, abracadabra, Akpabiole became a member of APC. He became a minister. He didn't even run to be a senator. Baba, this guy is their Senate president today. But before then, he became a minister. He went on to go and loot over 4 trillion naira. 4 trillion naira. That's how much he stole from the NDDC. But he didn't do it alone. The system allows it. Everybody got their share. The public got their own rage. All of us got our anger. And then they moved on. The money was gone. He became the Senate president, the third person in Nigeria today. Like, where do you really want to bring it from? That you have them now surrounded by the vice president of Nigeria, the shitty man, Shekau Shetima, was a Boko Haram sponsor, Boko Haram sympathizer, and Boko Haram keeper. This guy was governor, and he housed in the government's house the wanted terrorists that bombed a church in Abuja on Christmas Eve or so. I've been an New Year Eve. That guy, Kabiru Shokoto, he killed nearly 100 people, others injured. He ran away. They declared him wanted. Baba, the guy was inside the shitty man's house as governor of Borno. That is your vice president. So now you want to act funny that you are seeing drug dealers, money launderers, human traffickers, and other kind of rogues that are no longer hiding. They are there in the open. They are there in your midst. Their praises are being sung by the Nigerian artists. Now, somehow, these rogues have now become the role models that your children listen to their names on TV. They see them on TV. They hear their names on the radio. They they hear their names in songs. They actually rhyme to the songs praising drug dealers, money launderers, human traffickers, terrorist sponsor, and the rest of them. And everybody's vibing to that. Because today, majority of our young people want to be like them. If I grow up like this, I want to be like Shekau. Don't be like Shekau. Try and be like shitty man. When I grow old like that, I want to become so. I know, don't be like that. Try and be like Etifnumbu. There's no role model anywhere anymore. Nigeria is gone. Totally gone. Whatever they told you about Nigeria, all they told us while we were growing up about Nigeria, they were all lies. Today, you are at the mercy of different terrorist groups. There are those who are like Islamic terrorists, the jihadists, Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram. Then you have those ones who are economic terrorists. economic jihadists. And also, you also have intellectual jihadists, intellectual terrorists, those who will continue to promote nonsense, and they will continue to downgrade intelligence conversation. That's where you are today. Nigeria. You might say it's unfortunate, of course. So who are your role models today? Because majority of the people that are operating and running Nigerian system today, including your elites, bunch of criminals, economic saboteurs, those who have taken advantage of the lawlessness of Nigeria, and they have unleashed their own separate act of terrorism on you. They are gaming the system, Naira dollar, gaming the system, ensuring that the real sector that will actually strengthen your Naira never receive a proper and adequate attention. They were wasting their time on frivolities, and you are looking at intelligent people, defending it, hoping that, yes, this idea is very golden. And when they end up in the pits, they begin to look like, okay, maybe there will be another idea. Every error they make, which is actually intentional, people die, you have no idea. And there are those who are actually making so much money, blood money, dark money from this whole thing. It's not just your politicians that are looting your money. There are those who are helping them to further destroy you economically. And they are able to do so because the criminal in charge, the institutions in charge, they've all been compromised enough that these guys could get away with anything. Majority of those you are seeing as a philanthropist, bankers, and then the rest of them like that, Dangote, and people who are supposed to be in jail. They are those you are looking up to and say, I want to be like them. Your children are looking up to criminals, garbed in beautiful loins and garments and all that. And you are wondering why Nigeria is going down the drain. So yeah, you are welcome. So thank you very much once again for joining. By the way, I have something I want you to simply watch while we kind of take a calls. I know some of you are already trying to call in, okay? But we will get to that part. Listen to this a bit. Somebody asked time and it was like giving an explanation more on all the jargons, grammars, blah, 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 nonsense they are telling you to kind of make you feel like they are doing something or working on something when they are not. In actual fact, right? I love his explanation. Maybe it will help you understand more than myself that they said I'm too blunt.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mehmet Murat. I just saw the news flash on the decision of the MPC, the Central Bank MPC, and it's shocking at the steps they've taken with the monetary policy rate and the cash reserve rate. MPR at 22.5% and cash reserve ratio at 45% will not achieve the medium to long-term plan that these guys desire. Let me tell us what will happen for the benefit of those who may not be so vast on financial matters. Monetary policy rate is the rate, discounted rate of the CB, in fact, of the banker to banker, the Central Bank of Nigeria. It's actually the base rate. What it simply means at MPR, that is the base rate of the Central Bank of Nigeria at 22.5%. That simply means any bank will now build upon that in their lending decisions to customers. And that simply means if you already have a loan with a bank that is going at 30% or 25%, the bank will have to adjust the rate by about 600 basis points to accommodate the 400 basis point jack up by the Central Bank of Nigeria. This is not good for productivity. This is not good for manufacturing. This is not good for honest entrepreneurship in the economy. This is going to send shock waves to honest enterprises and entrepreneurs. Now, cash reserve requirement at 45%. They want to take out liquidity from the economy as much as possible. You see, there is something these guys don't understand. You see, these policies that they put in place will have worked. It's a neoliberal classical economic theory that will have worked in economies where 95 to 98% of economic activities are captured in the formal sector, and where it is believed that demand and the supply of the dollar or any commodity is determined by the force of demand and supply, honest transactions. Nigeria does not meet some of the assumptions that drive some of these economic theories that they are putting in place by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And I will explain this. Basically what they've done is to put the rate at the level that foreign portfolio investors that will inflow in dollars to buy those the CBN treasury bills, or to buy CBN bonds and all the rest of them, or listed securities or whatever. Now let me tell you what will happen. Basically what they've done, they are not going to attract any foreign direct investor. Basically, the hot monies will flow into this economy. There are people in Japan, in other places, that can take money from banks in their country at even less than 1% or 1%. All they will need to do is bring in the dollar, do a swap with the Central Bank of Nigeria in such a way they will tell the Central Bank, hey, I'm bringing my dollar today at this rate. In the next 3 months, I'm going to take back, or 6 months, I'm going to take back my dollar at social rate, a band, and then they will pay premium for it. And the CBN takes their dollar, give them naira, they buy the bonds or they buy the T-bills. 6 months, they exit. Now, while they are here within that 6 months, CBN can use their dollar to play in the market, to intervene like they just did by giving monies to BDCs. This is just like giving Panadol for somebody that has headache. The headache is just the symptom. The person is suffering from a dangerous cancerous growth that is destroying him. Rather than take away the cancerous growth, perform surgical operations to remove the tumor, you're busy giving him Panadol to douse the symptoms of the headache, which is the headache, which is the symptom. I don't understand what these guys are up to. What they have done in one fell swoop is to totally destroy. They just want to see. The truth is, Yemi Cardoso's instruments will not work. Basically, what will happen? There will be so much, maybe 1 to 2 billion, $1 billion or $2 billion dollar inflow by foreign portfolio investors. And now we use it to shore up the dollar to naira, and maybe there may be stability around the 1,500 naira to $1 band over the next 1 week, and people will clap. Then afterwards, when the things mature, when the people take back their dollar, what we need to do is to boost the supply side of the dollar. 90% of this problem are from the physical side. There is something Yemi Cardoso and those at the Central Bank of Nigeria are not seeing. It's either they are seeing it and they pussyfooting about it, or playing, see nothing, say nothing, hear nothing, or they are just trying to deceive themselves and deceive the rest of Nigerians. And this is the truth. In Nigeria today, between the 3 tiers of government and the 3 arms of government, we have budget expenditure appropriation of over 45 trillion naira between the federal government and the state government and local government that will be expended over this fiscal year 2024. Federal government of Nigeria has appropriated expenditure, budgeted expenditure of about 28.7 trillion. The states have their own, and the truth is, half of this money, or even more than half of this money, are going to be looted. And when they loot this money, they will use this looted money to pursue the dollar. We have not taken urgent step to address the corruption demand for the dollar, which is at the root of our problem. I have given instances and empirical examples of why we are where we are today. Go and check the records. As recent as 2022, our total import bill was $60 billion. And if you look at the makeup of those import bills, you will see $24 billion was expended to import mineral oil, synthetic and refined petroleum products. 2.3 billion was used to import plastics. 800 million was used to import fish and the aquatic products. $450 million was used to import dairy products. Even palm oil, we imported palm oil, 600,000 metric ton. Most of the things we imported are things we will have produced here if we have physical governance, security measures, and the transparent things in place by the physical side. We have given them proposals. We have given them strategic work plan on how we can ramp up crude oil output, on how we can tie allocation of marginal fuels to people producing evidences of guarantees from first-class European banks, and then showing for that they are going to be using the crude oil that will come from the marginal fuel will be.
You dey hear? At the come, Facebook has removed my people there. They can't see me anymore. So let me also kind of remove it too. And I won't have to bother like I did last night, okay? Did you hear that? They are looking for free money so that they can look good to you and say, now that Nigerian naira is coming down now, we are not hearing you, Maiyegun, say anything this morning. I kind of put something out, okay? Few things like Dangote Refinery is going to be importing finished petroleum from Texas. You remember when I told you that they gave Dangote importation license to import petroleum product and all of that to Nigeria, even though he has a refinery, that they told Nigerians that once his refinery started working, the price of petroleum in Nigeria will crash. The same Dangote refinery that Emefiole and Bokwari gave over $10 billion of Nigeria money to. They recorded 3.8 billion as the money they gave to him. But before the refinery could even start the generator to switch on a single light, Emefiole came out and said Dangote had paid 70% of the loan. Now, Tinubu said that the 70% of the loan they said they paid, they couldn't find a dime of it in the Central Bank of Nigeria because Dangote didn't pay a dime. And it wasn't $3.8 billion Nigeria gave him. It's over $10 billion they gave to him. But at least give them the refinery now. At least give them something. This money is so much that it should have given you something. It should worth something. But they're not giving you anything. Now, the same Bokwari's government now gave him import license. They denied it, didn't they? Now, 2 days ago, they said Dangote will be selling his product in dollars to those in Nigeria. I was like, what they buy you? So now dollar, they said the Dangote petrol. Okay. Oh, yeah, shall produce something. Bring something out. All this about Bakus, all this bat idiots, all this Buhari idiots, the cyber barbarians, the bat stars. These guys have been longing for a win, something to brag about. From A to Z. But they love to live in denial. They want something to show and say, at least this one happened. But all lies. Lies upon lies upon lies. Now me be the enemy. Now me the one stone. You know, you've never said anything good about Nigeria. I said, tell me something good about Nigeria that has been beneficial to millions of people, even to few hundreds of people. Can you show me some? I said, so now me go to look for him, Abi. So it must be so tiny that I have to get a microscope to begin to look for the good thing about Nigeria because I have to lie. You know what they said about living a life of honesty? Life of honesty is that so that when you die, we don't have to come to your funeral to lie about, oh, what a good woman. Oh, what an amazing man. Loved by all. And all of that nonsense. I do not have to manufacture good things happening in Nigeria. You can't hide any if there is any. You can't. But they want me to, I say, okay, now question that they ask, Dangote Refinery is now going to be importing fuel from Texas. Hey, bele. I think say na crude oil, they say Dangote go to import from abroad. You remember when they told you that? The reason why Dangote is not yet producing is because Nigeria cannot supply enough crude oil to Dangote. They said Nigeria's crude oil, yeah. Emagbo, they didn't tell you that one before. They said that some of you need education. One way was telling me that I should get some education about this. I said, okay, educate me. He now said, the reason why Dangote will have to kind of source for his crude oil abroad and he will have to buy it in dollars was because Nigeria have sold the oil prospects and production in Nigeria for the next 25 years. You know, Nigerians, all these lies about Nigeria producing 1.5 million, 1.3 million barrels per day, Abi. You know, see, I have told you this before that Nigeria does not produce crude oil. Nigeria does not extract our own crude oil. Nigeria was so badly managed that every machine drilling crude oil in Nigeria is owned by the people that Nigeria decided to share the proceeds with. So that time when Shell see they explore crude oil there in Nigeria and all those things they did in Nigeria, because they used their machine and everything, they were taking about 40% of the proceeds from that money. Yes, they are taking that much. 40% of it goes to them or something. Now, royalty in Nigeria, they collect. If you Nigeria self, no, they collect up to 35% of the total value of the money made from the crude oil in Nigeria. I'm not making this up. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Oil producing country, my ass. Nigeria is oil producing country. We are supposed to be rich. Your criminal leaders mortgaged everything. Seriously. But somebody now told me that because of this, it is either Dangote would have to be given another. Dangote will have to be given another oil block that he will be extracting his own crude oil by himself, 600,000 barrels. You know, they told you that Dangote will be refining 600,000 barrels of crude oil. Remember, they told you that. Wallahi, Dangote Refinery cannot refine 5 liters of crude oil. I'm not joking. Dangote Refinery, it cannot refine 5 liters of crude oil. Make you pour crude oil 5 liters inside this thing. Take them to Dangote Refinery, make them refine them to all those products for you. It no fit. But the propaganda, they work well. Now we be the bad belly. As if to say, now me, they hold the hand of the engineer, Dangote's engineer, from turning on the refineries so that they can start producing. Remember in December, 2 months ago, when they were in the media telling you that they were moving crude oil to Dangote Refinery and they are showing it on media. God, don't shame all the enemy of Nigeria. Dangote Refinery is alive, Baba. They now told us, say they don't give them like 2 million barrels of crude oil. 2 million barrels of crude oil a day inside Dangote Refinery for the past 2 months. 1 liter of petroleum or diesel is never produced. They now came back and said, because Dangote now, that's why Dangote will need to buy the crude oil from abroad. How? So what's going to happen to cheap petrol? You promised this 200 million mumus. What's going to happen to that one? There's no cheap oil anywhere. Story is changing. We thought that the reason why Nigeria gave Dangote over $10 billion for his refinery is to make sure that all of them go buy cheap crude oil. And there we come here say, even Dangote itself goes soon they import petroleum. A war. No be one of the areas where Nigeria has been losing so much forex is because of this subsidy, subsidizing dollars for marketers. So they go they subsidize dollars for Dangote be that as the quota system billionaire here now. There is no way out for Nigeria. Go see way out, rarara. From frying pan to fire, from fire to finance. Baba. So what's it going to happen now? That Dangote will begin to bring petroleum to Nigeria, finished products. You go come they sell them to all of you. And now every other thing that went down there is just like it never happened. I fear will not fear you. So I can't come on. Like I said, where is Dangote Refinery? Where is Port Harcourt Refinery? Ladies and gentlemen, student loan, unko. Now so one Olori Bruku jump there. You this Maiyegun, I have never seen you post anything good about Nigeria. When the dollar was going up, every day you are here, you are talking. Now that the dollar is coming down, we cannot see you say, appreciate the government, say, oh, ni kure, do you see this now? There are others like that. There are people who believe that too. And I have already predicted, I've predicted this many times. I said, when these guys, when they destroy your economy, take that dollar naira example. When the dollar naira goes up like that, and then it comes down, they will say, why are you not showing appreciation now? Because the dollar was 500 naira yesterday. It has come down now to 450 naira. All of you are not talking again, no. The olori bruku that is eru iku, eru iya. Forgot that these rogues actually met the same economy, the dollar and all that, at 150 naira official, 199 naira black market. And at the same dollar, they carry enter 1,900 naira to $1. And I am supposed to call Barrister Obi and Sonny. May they come play for me because it don't come down to 1,700 naira. That's why you need to tell your children, no, they should be careful of people they mix up with. Oh, you see all this economic idea that these Olori Brukus are putting together for you, right? They want a momentary praise. I said, when your dollar come down, how come the price of your food is not coming down? Wow, how come? It is the people selling food. They are the enemy of Nigeria. Every now and then, when you deny the obvious, Maiyegun will bring them to your face, whether you probably like it or not. It doesn't matter. That's what that guy said. There. Voodoo economy. The real sector. The formal sector, you know what is they call the formal sector? Formal sector that the main one, where we say all the people where they sell pure water, the one where they sell bread, the bakery where they make the bread, the factory where they make the pure water, all those ones where they make all those food, your children's candy, those where they make clothes, and the rest of them. You get those micro, businesses like that. They are the formal one. They are the one where the whole country go. Any serious government will know that if you want to fight food inflation, if you want to fight inflation generally, even if you want to fight your currency devaluation, you will invest more in your local production. You will give money. You put money in the pocket of those, all those marketers and all those businesses. They have to keep operating. They must continue to work. They cannot fold up. You will put money in their pockets, not in the pocket of criminals, rogues that have no value. No value. See the other part of it. I'm coming.
Evidence and capacity they can do modular refineries. Of course, they will have to dredge the waterways all the way from the Escravos through Ogara, through Cocoa, through Warri, all the way to the Niger, so that people can actually set up modular refineries by the banks and use barrels to move their crude. When we can refine everything we consume here, even the plastic that we spend $2.3 billion to import can actually be produced here. Industry is massively producing plastic. One of the major raw materials for plastic production is crude oil. Derivatives, crude oil byproducts. What is so difficult for these guys to comprehend? We are chasing the symptoms rather than tackling the root cause of the matter. The root cause of the matter is the criminal demand for the dollar. Even if you mop up all the liquidity in the system, even if you staff investors or honest traders or honest entrepreneurs access to Naira, can you deny the governors and the local government chairmen and the leadership of the 1,300 MGS access to Naira in their accounts? How do you stop them from using the Naira to buy up the dollar that you have given to the BDCs and the dollars in the banking system? We all know the truth that these governors cannot loot. These local government chairmen cannot loot. These ministers cannot loot if they do not have assistance from the cowboys in the banking industry. What we should be thinking about today is what urgent Marshall plans do we put in place to devolve and restructure the security architecture of Nigeria in such a very measured and tactical ways that we can ensure protection of life and properties in across every inch of Nigeria over the next 3 to 6 months. These are the kind of things we should be talking about. How do we stop the corruption demand of the dollar? How do we put in place measures to stifle the public sector officials from taking naira from Jack and FAC and IGR to buy dollar? The demand for the dollar, legitimate demand for the dollar for transactional purposes, would not have caused the naira to depreciate from 199 to 1650 over a period of 9 years. Go and check. Over the last 9 years, our total import bills, including monies expended on education and health, was about $451 billion. Our total exports, including monies inherited by Buhari and foreign reserve, including borrowings, new borrowings of $2 billion, including diaspora remittances through the former window of $168 billion, not even counting the informal inflows that came by way of dollar cash, euro, and pound sterling. If we put all these things together, we will have had excess of at least $200 to $250 billion in our system that will have allowed this economy to be stable. That will not have even allowed the naira to go beyond 199 under Jonathan before he left. But basically, most of the dollar that leaks out of the system leaked because of the criminal demand from it. They transferred monies out that did not pass through the CBN window. They buy dollar, they put in the account, they wire them out to buy properties in Dubai, in Maryland, buy yachts, buy luxury things. Come on, we know what is happening here, for crying out loud. If these guys are serious, without chasing shadows, what they should have been doing now is to send an executive bill to the National Assembly to ban use of dollar cash in Nigeria. Make it compulsory that nobody should use more than $1,000 cash in any transaction, even $500 cash. Anybody who uses any dollar cash or seen with any dollar cash that is more than 500 to 1,000 should be arrested and prosecuted, 2 years imprisonment without option of fine. Allow the policemen, if they see any dollar with anybody with any dollar more than 1,000, confiscate it, prosecute the person. Then there can be no dollar outflow out of this economy that is not done through the Form A and Form M windows, documentary letter of credit. So that even if you legitimately make your money, you want to buy a house in Maryland, you can show the evidence, fill your Form A or Form M, transfer your money. But we know that the criminal looters of this country, who have no honest enterprise, cannot legitimately use such documentary routes to move their monies out. So basically what these guys should be doing is to see how they can stifle the criminal and speculative demand for the dollar. But of course, they won't do it. We know they are chasing shadows. They won't do it because they are already planning for 2027. If they don't mop up the dollar cash and the dollar funds, how would they be able to bribe delegates and bribe electoral officials to help them rig election? If they put in place these measures we are suggesting to them to do, which is the honest measures, how would they be able to pay bribes? We are in a very serious trouble in this country. MPR at 22.5%, CRR at 45%. This guy practically wants to stifle honest economic activities in the system. But he knows of a truth that the 45 trillion budget expenditure by the governors, the MDAs, the presidency, that 60% of those funds will be looted. It has become a systemic thing in Nigeria. What kind of country is this? Who is advising these guys? What kind of nation is this? They know the honest thing to do. They will not do it. If we have been spending $24 billion on white petroleum products or mineral oil, any honest government will be putting in place measures to ensure that we quickly ramp up refining within Nigeria to stop that outflow. If we have been spending almost $800 million importing palm oil, any serious government will put in place integrated and structured arrangements between the federal government, state government, and local government.
Ma save you, Jare. Ma save you your breath, eh? I tell you, there is no way that you will understand what is going on in Nigeria, right? That you will not be angry. Okay? And the more you know about Nigeria, the more you want our end to come quickly. People have tried a lot of things, a lot of ideas, and all of that. None of them work because they will never work. Oil and water can never mix. Take oil out of water and let water be water. Do you understand? If they tell you about Nigeria, you say you understand and you are calm, they don't tell you well. Sure, you know. If somebody like me, Maiyegun, tell you about Nigeria and you are not angry with what you will find out, with the truth that you cannot disprove, and you are not angry, I not do my job. When you know the truth about Nigeria, you will become very raging and angry. You will even be more angry that there are still people. Oh, sorry, you'll be more angry that it took you so long to actually see it. Because now then you go come, they say, why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? Why are we spending that much money on that? The any serious country. Yeah. But calm down, no, you go get that attack. Because that's what it is. And a lot of us have made peace with our God. I have made peace with myself that yes, I am from Nigeria. By design, not by my own choosing. I am a Nigerian, but I don't want to be until that then happens. I know I will still be carrying the stigma all around. I have made peace with myself that it will be a great luck if I see to the end of this contraption that I never ask anybody to give birth to me or bring me into. It will be a great luck. But the record will show, posterity will show that I actually did my own best. Even if my best is not enough or didn't change anything at the end of the day, it will be on record that I did my best. The only thing that is deserving that the generations coming should be very much aware of is that the generation before them, they were lied to. And there is no way you will discover this lie. There's no way you will discover this betrayal. There's no way you will discover this disappointment, generational betrayal from those who have had the opportunity of at least building a future that all of us can feature in. And look at us today. The same rogues are building the future that our own children are going to feature in, but they don't want us involved. So I would love to help the coming generation to understand that, so that you won't discover in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, sometimes in your 70s, like some of us are discovering today, that Nigeria was actually a lie. There is no Nigerian. There is nobody called Nigerian. It remains a geographical expression that has nothing. I mean, a geographical expression of people that have nothing in common, absolute nothing in common. And if some of us have psychologically detached ourselves from Nigeria, we would never want our own children, our children's children, to suffer the same fate like we did. They lied to us. They did. So yeah, there's no way you know about Nigeria that you won't get angry or mad. It could make you like, why can't they? What is wrong with these people? How can we be spending money on this? How can we not produce this or that? You keep asking, but whatever you see in Nigeria today is not by accident. Are you listening? None of this is by accident. It is all by design. And I will keep reminding you, okay, that everybody is saying Nigeria is not working. This country is not working. I'm tired of this country. Let us break up of this country and all of that. Listen to me very well. Nigeria is working by the design of the owners of Nigeria. That Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world is not by error or mistake. It is by design. A lot of you were building castle in the air. You were seeing the strange bedfellows coming together, ruiners, looters, terrorists, coupists, genocidists, tribalists, religious jingoists, fanatics. You were seeing all of them coming together. They want to rescue Nigeria, and you believed them. Oh my God. You believed them. Now, when they changed Nigeria to exactly what they wanted to be, Nigeristan, here we are. We are now asking, how did we get here? And like this, so Tifnubu and his gang are pretty much interested in what is on the table for them. But for you, you would have to actually take whatever you get like that, even if it's bullet, right? So yeah, talking about the student loan. Do you know that from day one, when I told you that it was an afterthought, there was no plan for student loan. Student loan, okay. Do you even understand what it takes to say you want to give loan to students? We are talking about a system that you have to actually budget trillions of naira for it. Yeah. The value of what you have right now in Nigeria, you need trillions of naira. And this must be a ceaseless free flow of that resources if you actually wanted to. I was here. And I was talking about that when you look at the criminals who are possibly some of you's role models and what they stand for, which are to destroy you, honestly speaking, you won't, for any reason, right? You will never defend them for another day, not for another minute. What they told you, they will give you 5 billion. 5 billion for a country with over 20 million students. Abba. And you actually took that and said, yeah, we are waiting for them to. Because the moment they manage to give like hundreds or 200 of you, the million, the rest of you can go to hell or go to places. That is the country they are building for you. That is the country you think you have. That is not a country. It is a contraption, an asylum where lunatics have taken power and they have taken reign of all the institutions that could possibly keep you or protect you. Do you understand? So nobody is a Nigerian. But until everybody realizes that, we can continue to live that lie. Okay? We can continue to live the lie. Or somebody like myself will continue to remind us. So role models. Who are your role models today? As an individual, who are your role models and who are their friends? Show me your friends and I will possibly be able to tell you who you are. You have drug dealers, smugglers. They are those who are now your role models. They will be singing about smugglers, gun runners. I've been there. I'm guilty myself before now. I'm guilty too. Where we have managed to help them chorus the praises of criminals in our society, and then psychologically, knowingly or unknowingly, we're passing that sort of a belief onto ourselves, and we are hoping that we'll have access to the similar resources they have access to criminally, so that we too can be maybe raised. Then we have children today. That are also being exposed to all of this. A society that praises criminals, a society that rewards criminals who are supposed to be in jail. They are those making laws, executing them. Custom officers who are supposed to keep your border safe from illicit, contrabands. They are the head of a smuggling, rackets in the country. The military that are supposed to keep you safe. Now they are being used as an hatchet job for ethnic cleansing, genocide. They are turning the guns bought for them by Nigerians on Nigerians themselves. A banana republic. The Air Force is making mistake, bombing civilians by error, not once, not twice, 3 times. And there is nobody in jail for all of this, because the system will say the more horrible and criminally you are, the likelihood that you rise to the top. The police IG in Nigeria arrested the two, well, when he was a commissioner of police in Kwara State, Ilorin. What is his name again? Your IG, appointed by Tifnumbu. 2 police officers who arrested, confiscated stuff from a smuggler. They got fired by Egbetokun for doing their job. He was a police officer. He fired them for doing their job, arrested them, and he protected the criminal that they arrested, the court. And what did he get in return? He's your police IG now, the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria, the Custom DG. Your Custom, what do you call that one now? Director General, they call your Custom Comptroller General, whatever. The Comptroller General is also somebody who is also linked to a notorious a notorious smuggler, gun runner, IBD, Dende, Egungbong, from Yewa in Ogun State. Somebody who could actually, without holding any gun, he could slap an armed custom officer and nothing will happen. Nothing happened. He said he was provoked. They provoked me. There's nothing too much about what I did. It was just a provocation. And indeed, he is still alive. What kind of a system is that? You have a system whereby a private security company is helping Nigeria to arrest crude oil smugglers, those who are stealing your crude oil. And guess those who are fighting them? Nigeria Navy. Nigeria Navy is not fighting the pirate or those who came to steal your crude oil. They were fighting the security guys who were stopping them. Private security. And you say Nigeria never spoil. Nigeria don't spoil, finally. So you have criminals who are supposed to keep you safe, and or more when their frustration is pretty much like out of control, they move in. They're moving into your spaces, threaten you, shoot your children, kidnap them, to extort them. And I mean, come on. So I don't know who are your role models. I am going to keep the line open. I will take calls, okay? So if you are with me this afternoon and this morning, depends on, the time. It's weekend. I'm not sure everyone is probably going to be walking. But if you are watching this and you also probably want to be part of this, please join us. It's an open conversation. I am going to take a quick break. And when I get back, I'll take us. Well, then I'll still continue saying my stuff because I still have a few things to add, okay? But yeah, I will be back in a minute. Thank you. Thank you very much. I already have a caller, and I am suspecting this must be one true emperor. Is the golden voice on the brunch time with Maiyegun now? Is that you?
Baba. Good morning. Good morning to you.
To you, Baba. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Doing great.
Grand.
Yeah.
It's weekend anyway, so what's the plan for the weekend, Baba?
The plan for the weekend is simple. My wife is still sleeping. I said the plan for the weekend is simple. Yeah, my wife is still sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. No, I'm not going to sleep in. I'm going to watch Premiership. I'm going to watch basketball. Just going to watch sports today and just relax.
Just chill around the house and all.
Yeah, just chill.
There's not much outdoor yet, no.
Yeah, no. There's nothing to do outdoors for me. Me, I just like to chill and watch sports in the weekend. Yeah, that's more. Maiyegun. Yeah, let's go. You see, today I have points. I've already written down the points I want to discuss, even from yesterday. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to take us yesterday. So let me start with yesterday.
Last night something came up I couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. That last night show.
No, it makes sense.
The moment you put, it makes sense. And the reason why I wanted to call was because you put that Pastor Premium video up. You know the Pastor Premium I'm talking about. You put Kumuyi's video up. Everything he was saying, I was like, does Pastor Kumuyi now understand what Christianity is meant to be about after years of being a pastor? All those people that were clapping for Kumuyi, to me, I see them as fools. Because if you understand Christianity, Kumuyi should not be saying what he's saying yesterday. Kumuyi should have been doing what he's saying since the day he established deeper life. Is that not what the Bible commands us? To help the needy, to help the poor, to love our brothers as ourselves? And that idiot is just saying that his church should start doing that. That his church should then separate a certain percentage of offering money to give the poor. But is that not what the Bible commands us in the New Testament? Is that not what the Bible also commands us? Is it not in Lamentations, talking about giving to the homeless, to the people in the streets? Maiyegun, this is why I tell you that the Christianity, the religion in Nigeria is different from the religion over here. Because if a pastor can just be saying this because there's hunger crisis in the land, Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is dead. These are the same people that will allocate billions of naira, billions of dollars to build mega structures, but there is no mega manufacturing industries. Thousands and thousands of big-ass church buildings, but no manufacturing. The land and buildings that they should be using for manufacturing industries, for factories, for farmlands, for innovative advancements. The churches will buy up those land and they will build mega structures, and these same fools will go inside that church and pray for manufacturing industries. And yet a pastor
pray for investors, pray for security,
and pray for investors, pray for security. And yet a pastor is now saying that the offering money, that a certain percentage of the offering money should be given to the poor. But yes, Maiyegun, this is how churches in Nigeria will collect offering. They will collect standard offering. Not only that, they will collect welfare fund. Yeah. Welfare fund to help the needy. You hear me, Maiyegun? Yeah. They will still collect welfare fund to help the needy. Not only that, they will collect missionary offering. Not only that, they will collect different type of offering. So when you play that Kumuyi's video, I was like, is this guy running a business enterprise or a church? Because for a general overseer to say what he said yesterday, to me, he does not know what Christianity is all about.
And it's been
because if he's just
40 years, he said.
Exactly. That means that he does not know what Christianity is all about if he's just saying what he said yesterday. You can see how these pastors are the most useless people, and their followers are a bunch of zombies. It does not matter if they follow Adeboyo, it does not matter if they follow Kumiyo, it does not matter if they follow Lukoya or Bakari. If you are following any of these people, you are a zombie. Because if you know what Christianity is all about, people should have been upset at what Kumuyi said yesterday. Because it does not make sense that a man who has been in this pastorpreneur ministry for over 40 years.
One true emperor. What if we now try to see is what do you call it? That video as a bit of call for help of what he knows is coming. Look at it this way, right? He's closer to these criminals, and he's possibly closer to some of those elite criminals too. Those ones who are not in politics but in other things, right? He must be closer to some of them. He knows things going on and all that. So could it be the an attempt to say, a call for help to say, hey, everybody, me, I understand what's going on and I'm ready to share from everything I'm taking from people. And I'm saying it now that I support people to help you, because when this whole calamity goes down, I beg spare me. Could it be a call for help on the side?
I don't believe so.
You don't want to go that
Shall I
side?
tell you why I don't believe so? Yes.
Let's consider
Yes. Shall I tell you why I don't believe so?
Right.
Because anybody that is smart should already know that Nigeria needed help a long time ago. Should already know that Nigeria is dead. And if Pastor Kumuyi was a real Christian, what he said in that video, he should have been implementing it, because that's what the Bible expects us as Christians to do. So let us forget about that fool. Let us now go to today's topic. I've dealt with Kumuyi. Let's go to the next one. Nigeria. That guy, see, that video of you played of that man, the complaint, that man.
What to do.
He does not know that Nigeria is not meant for him.
How many times will they tell you Nigeria is not for you?
How many times will they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not
allow them, may they kill you. One true emperor.
See, so now he was saying all these things, but who is he speaking to? Speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that have oppressive nature themselves, speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that are thieves themselves, speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that are religious bigots themselves, and he's trying to sound smart. You can't sound smart in Nigeria's situation. Nigeria is a place that should be broken up. Look at what they are doing in this binance system. Look at how they are trying to find dollars. When we all know that the most simple thing to solve this situation is to implement security measures, let farmers go back to the farm, and also start building industries, start making Nigeria productive. But of course, it is Nigeria. Nigeria is designed to work the way it is. Let me now educate the people that is watching us. Before Nigeria became Nigeria, go and do your research. Nigeria used to be called the Niger Company. Nigeria is a business enterprise. Nigeria was never created to be a country. The real name of Nigeria is called the Niger Company. Go and do your research, and you want the country to work, and you're Lori Buruku. And again, Maiyegun, I will keep saying this. Nigerians sat comfortably in their house, knowing that their central bank governor is a failure in the banking industry. A total failure in the banking industry is your central bank governor.
But they are praising him now. He's got stellar record. He's a great record. He's a total disaster, a failure.
It's a disgrace. Maiyegun, anybody in his class, his mate, yes, anybody in his class that have brains, you will not see them near Oduduwa Emefiole now. Maiyegun, I am telling you, is a disgrace in the banking industry. I know what I'm saying. I'm not just.
It's like bringing somebody that nobody would touch and put him ahead of everybody where they no can get choice. So people are now watching, and they are watching Kadobi, the further destruction of Nigeria economy right now. No, they are just watching and saying, continue. Yes, a very good idea. Continue. Wow.
Should I even tell you the funny thing while I even round up? Not only the Nigeria watch that, Now, let us talk about Dangote now. Let's talk about Dangote.
Somebody said I didn't want good things for Nigeria. That's why I didn't say and dance.
Maiyegun,
Dangote has received crude oil. Baba. Educated people were dancing on social media because they delivered Dangote crude oil.
Maiyegun, Shebi, I revealed to you. Yeah, Shebi, I revealed to you yesterday morning.
Yeah.
That the education in Nigeria is grammar poor. So don't let us talk about educated Nigerians. They are the dumbest people on earth. If you are in Nigeria and you are telling me you have masters, you have PhD, it does not impress me because I get masters. So whatever certificate these people have, me too, I get them. So they are not impressing me. The only thing where I know get my PhD. So all these titles where Nigerians like to they pack for their head, they don't impress me. I am in this country. The dumbest people to talk to are educated Nigerians. I am telling you, I'm in America. I have doctors' friends. I have nurses' friends. I have friends that are in the IT. I have friends that are in the banking sector. Honestly, if I want to discuss something sensible, it's not them I will talk to. So don't let us talk about educated Nigerians.
That kind of, when you look at your clique, you look at your clique, you know, some set and say, if I want to discuss something sensible, something that is more progressive, and all of that stuff.
He's not among Nigerians, my guy. He's not among Nigerians. If I want to discuss something sensible, I will speak to my Black American friends. I will speak to my white friends. I will speak to my Asian friends. Yes, from experience, I'm telling you, I know they discuss sensible things with Nigerians for years. I can tell you far. Wow. Simple. I don't. Guys, only about probably the Nigerian, probably only about 1 or 2 Nigerians that I can say I really close to here. Trust me, the Nigerian community over here is weird. I don't interact with them. They have the same mentality back home. A lot of them, Michael, I told you, some of them voted for Peter Obi and they still voted Sanwo-Olu as governor. Are those the kind of people you want me to take serious?
See, that thing, they make you mad every time you remember that thing. They make you repeat and say,
I will always repeat it. I will always repeat it. That is why.
I'm like, I understand. Sorry.
See, Maiyegun, this is the reason why I don't believe in the obedience. This is why I never believed in the obedience movement. I mean, these are obedience that voted for Sanwo-Olu. These are obedience that were shouting Peter Obi on top of my head and still voted Sanwo-Olu. So let us leave that aside. Let me now go into Dangote.
Yes.
So they lied to Nigerians that Dangote was going to start refining crude oil and petrol. But yet, they gave him license to import petrol.
Yes.
I beg, how does that make sense?
But sorry to cut you again. Sorry to cut you. One true emperor, right? Person where suppose they produce petrol, they serve locally and export. Then give an importation license to bring in petrol. So if that person bring petrol, load them inside his refinery there, right? Can't they sell them to people? Share the same Mumu Nigerians will not believe that he produces the whole thing.
Of course, they believe that he will produce.
They will produce. They will believe that he's producing.
Guy, we're talking about Nigerians.
Please continue.
The average Nigerians is daft. All these other Nigerians used to say they are smart, that are the giant of Africa. No, Nigerians are daft.
Hey,
Nigerians are daft because think about it, Maiyegun. Let us say you are the Nigerian government and you are Dangote now. I gave you money illegally. I gave you money illegally to build a refinery.
Yeah.
Not only that, I'm still giving you license to import petrol. And not only will you now sell it to us in Naira, your foolish self will now sell it to us in dollars. And people say Nigeria is working. Maiyegun. Nigeria is dead.
So about Nigeria, it will cause you endless laughter. That's when you think about Nigeria, right? Sometimes, right? It's beyond getting angry or crying or feeling sad. It's just busting into this laughter.
Maiyegun, this is why I've lost empathy. Because you always say something that if you know Nigeria, you will be angry. But Maiyegun, I've already passed that level. I don't have feelings for that country. I'm telling you, because every day you come on here, you keep showing Nigeria evidence. And then you keep applying common sense. And our fellow Nigerians, is like common sense is so difficult to them.
So
and that is why they say common sense is not common. Because this whole Dangote situation, Maiyegun, is common sense. So you don't have to be a petroleum engineer.
No.
You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to be a financial expert. No. It's simple common sense. How can a country give one man control of the national asset and he's still going to import the finished product of that national asset and you expect petrol to be cheaper? Nigerians are stupid, Maiyegun. I will say it. I have no respect for our people. Our people are dumb. And they're the ones that will be shouting education, education, education.
Do you know who you are talking to?
How does that?
Do you know me?
Like,
do you know who you are talking to?
Do you know me?
You better be careful.
Who's your father?
You know who you are talking to? I say, who
like,
you be, mister?
Who can be, my
Who
can be?
Eh?
Like, it's so crazy that Nigerians keep falling for the same hokey dokey all the time, falling for the same playbook all the time, falling for the same bullshit all the time. And then Nigerians will leave Nigeria and start complaining that other countries don't like them. Why would they like you? Why would they like you when you are voting drug dealers? Why would they like you when you are believing your fake prophets? Why would they like you when they see that your country likes to kidnap and kill people? Why would they like you when they know that your central bank governor is a disgrace in the banking industry worldwide?
Somebody
like
says,
Nigerians.
Somebody says, okay, enough. Let us talk about the way forward. Now, I have a reading.
Which way forward? The way forward is to break Nigeria.
I have a quote for that person who asked me that. He said, okay, yeah, what is the way forward? Most of the time, it's not because they are interested in your way forward, because the way forward is something they don't want to happen. When you tell them, break up Nigeria, they say, is that the way forward? Instead of us to talk and come together and be together and work and make sure that our country, you and who they come together and work together. Here is a quote, right? They said, this guy put it this way, very simply, right? He said, a country ruled by criminals needs two revolutions, one small and one big. The small revolution is to overthrow the criminal government. The big revolution is to radically undo the damage these criminals have inflicted on the country. Now, here is another. He said, when the civilians remember their responsibilities, politicians will forget which party they belong to. So, will their next of kin. And at the slightest urge for exploitation, a voice of caution will ring in their head. Don't you dare, kid, right? So if the citizens are asking themselves, what is the way forward? The number one way forward is to, I have said this many times too, Abi, you first need to detach yourself from everything you've known and accepted to be true about Nigeria, including the belief that you have right to defend the criminal who come from your tribe, your religion, your region, or whatever you associate with.
Oh, right? That's the biggest
so when you begin to detach yourself from all of those and no association with all these rogues, right? Then the next stage is to overthrow them, is to destroy them, because their job is to destroy you. And if that is too difficult to happen, and that's not possible, you know that's not possible now, then don't ever in your life ask me, what is the way forward? Ever.
Exactly. That's see, Maiyegun. Nigerians know the way forward. But do you know what Nigerians are waiting for?
Yeah.
They're waiting for you and me and the Messiah to come back and say them, nobody's coming. All those people that be shouting diasporans should come back.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody is coming. No. We are okay over here. Well, I don't know about other diasporans. Me, I'm okay here. I pay my taxes. I live my life. American politics is the only thing that affects me. Nigerian politics, no, they touch me. My own is to come to your program and laugh. And I will keep on laughing because I am not going to be angry about Nigeria. I'm not going to cry about Nigeria. I have done that years ago. The complaining, why cannot Nigeria work? Why can they not do this? Why can they not do that? No, I am here to remind people and let people know that whether you like it or not, you are the ones producing evidence that Nigeria will break, Maiyegun. Because Nigeria cannot keep continuing like this, except if Nigerians have accepted that they are slaves, that they are born to be conquered. That's the only way Nigeria can go on like this. But if Nigerians are really the giants of Africa, as they say, they are really as smart as they say, then they should show us something. Maiyegun, thank you. Let me leave it here. They should start working. Thank you, Jerry. Let me let another
Enjoy
person
your
call
weekend,
you.
okay? And take it
Yeah,
easy,
you too,
Baba.
bro.
Nice one.
Right.
So that is a one true emperor there calling from the US as usual. It's morning in the US, and I've got another caller here in the UK. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun. How are you doing?
I am very well, Baba. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please.
Yeah, quite a good job you are doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I've got only one thing to say to you, and I want you to think about it. Yeah, this guy is in town now. Louis Sunday Igboho.
Well, I saw a video, Koiki. I think it came to see Koiki and all that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful if you could have a one-on-one with him and let him know that he must not be distracted or be bought into all these lies of Tinubu this, Tinubu that. So he knows he will not lose followers or be irrelevant because the momentum is drumming up, but he has to be very careful. If you just have one-on-one with him and then just pick him back, yeah, you might say, yeah, he's an adult, you know what he's doing, but at times, some sense of reason can be speak to an adult and then they will just come back to their reasons and they know what, yeah.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
One thing is that I believe he himself possibly is watching this, just so you know, okay? However, if he is not, those closer to him are probably, okay? So we can both use this medium to pass the message, but if I have a chance of seeing him, which is under probability, right? Because, you know, I'm in Scotland and sometimes it's like a journey for them, you know? However, if I have the opportunity like you have just requested now, I will deliver this message personally, apart from here. I promise. And then we can only cross our fingers. You know that he's an adult. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Or I can deliver the message that there are still those who really, really love him. And they will not be comfortable if he should turn around and begin to praise Steve Numbu and all of that. He would lose a lot of people here and goodwill too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Baba.
Okay, yeah. Have a good day.
And you too. God bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Oloye, I saw the video. He came to London. I think it was yesterday, right? So, and it's just to come and show solidarity and an appreciation to Koiki. That's why he said. I saw the video. He said he came to show appreciation to Koiki, his own spokesperson, who has been very much loyal and then holding forth for him throughout that travel. So, which is great. So, yeah, somebody raised that anyway, you know. So, apart from that, the line is still pretty much opened. And if you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is to dial that number and call in. And you can be part of this afternoon from all over the place, right? So, of course, I am actually picking up some of the comments. So in case if some of you are also dropping questions in there, I can easily possibly tackle them too. So to somebody who was asking, you see, when people ask for solutions to something, I keep saying this several times, right? And I've said it many times and I will continue to say it, all right? From my own experience, Nigerians don't really hate their oppressors. They do not hate oppression. They do not hate corruption. They do not hate some of these things that a lot of us believe that they hate. It's just that some of them just don't like the fact that they are not the ones doing the corruption, doing the oppression, or even enjoying the oppression or the corruption and all of that stuff. And with that, all it takes is just for you to bring them around and they will be fine. So when people ask me, what is the solution to all of this in Nigeria? I say, everybody knows Nigeria problem. In fact, some of you know the role you are playing in your own small way or big way. How you are enabling all the wrong things. How you are enabling or normalizing all abnormalities in your own small space. Since you are not government, maybe your own little criminality or little enablement is not really that much. That's not why Nigeria is spoiled. Is it because I just did that small thing? Is that the reason why Nigeria is spoiled? No, we'll keep telling you. You are the reflection of your leaders, your criminal ruiners and leaders are the reflection of you. They are the reflection of Nigerians. Sure, you get now. So if you are looking for way forward, we must first believe that you must detach yourselves from the aprons of your criminal allegiance. I don't know what your own allegiance is. Maybe your own allegiance is through religion connection. Maybe your own allegiance is through tribal connection. Maybe yours is through ethnic connection. Maybe yours is also class connection. Whatever your connection is to this criminal enterprise, you need to detach from it. So that when I tell you break it up, you're not going to be like, huh. I say, Baba, what can we do to this Nigeria problem? We'll break it up. Make them break up Nigeria. Everybody go there separate. Break it up, okay? Is there no other solution? No, there's no other solution. I was thinking maybe there will be other solution. I don't think it's going to be easy to break it up. What is solution from me again? If you are the type of person in your life, what is the solution? What is the way forward? If you are not ready to listen or do that. Do you understand? Well, if your solution is to go and get PVC, to go and queue again, Baba, I will be here. I shall be here, inshallah, to report the consequences of your action. Inshallah. Prince Jejema, what do you think?
That's so, Baba.
Let's see what they ask me. What is the solution? They want me to tell them that let us go and get ready again for another charade, Abi. But if you tell them, so break it up, they say, it's not easy to break up like that. You cannot say we can. I think we should all just pray so that we can try and see maybe God will do. Do you ever ask me for what is solution if you're not ready to listen to it? Prince.
Baba Maiyegun, well done, Baba.
God bless you. How are you doing this afternoon?
If you're telling them the truth and will continue to speak the truth, you know, there's one thing that you know, that truth never die. Okay? They are arguing whether what to do or what not to do. Since 1999, they've been scrambling for PVC. At the end of the day, is it not the same where they are?
Maybe next one for 2027 now, they go tell them, say, maybe they open the side of their head. They will come put one SIM card there. They will say, now your voting SIM card. Anybody will not get that, no go vote. And some people will still take their head, go there, and say, put on. I want to vote, register to vote. And then the day of election will come. Now people wear the whole bottle and stick and knife and guns. Go tell them, if them burn you, will come here, come and vote. Then they go carry the SIM card everywhere and say, my voter card is in my head. It is my right to vote with my head. I want to a contraption.
Nare madness, Baba.
Sure.
You see, the other day I was listening to your program, you know, and some of our comrades, they were a kind of doubting if we leave Nigeria, if we are going to meet, eventually come up with a better nation. I was a kind of, I don't know what to just say to them, because look at what they should understand is that Nigeria has destroyed the psyche of Nigerians. Nigeria as a nation, as the way Nigerians are thinking. They think like, especially what the military is doing. The military has so dealt with Nigerian people that everybody is just thinking like every little thing like this is fight, war. You know, they are all thinking like they're not thinking like animal. They don't think normal. Like you used to say, no more empathy. When someone they kill someone, they kill 200 people, 300 people. Everybody just say, and so you know, so it don't happen. It don't happen again. You know, in the same country. Now, as we speak, Maiyegun General, you know that as peaceful as the southeast and eastern region is, especially southeast in particular, based on the index of security in Nigeria, do you know that army are moving in the villages of southeast with armored car? They are moving in convoy, destroying and killing as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Their aim is to make sure that they destroyed IPOB. Do you know that the money that Nigerian government spent both local and internationally, to see that they destroy IPOB is enough to in fact, to set up, to pay or to budget for up to 3 nations in Africa is enough to budget for them in their whole budget in a year. Do you understand? Maiyegun General, one thing they need to know is that anything but not Nigeria is better than this time.
Better, exactly.
Now, for the people who are doubting if we will be better, I want to remind them they should remember when we had confederation. I don't want to go in details of that. They should go back and study in history. Now, currently, we can see because of just devolution of power to electricity, that they now give the state the right to develop. Just imagine, under a year, somebody who have a vision, Governor Oti of LP, have set up electricity for the state. 24/7 electricity is there now. Every factory,
the only Yimba city now, everybody is just like, I'll show you something from a Yimba city, Mr. German. People are giving excuses where things have been so looted. Somebody came in with that little resources and he's actually been making so much difference that they're becoming so obvious. Geometric in a Yimba city. See what it looks like. And I heard that it's part of the celebration that they have now been celebrating over 72 hours of uninterrupted electricity. And some people are trying to downplay that too. Have you seen that? Where people are saying that if you go to Escravos, if you go to all this oil installation, all the smaller communities, they are enjoying 24 hours electricity. They want to make that to downgrade this guy, right? But what this guy has done is that it is like saying, for example, anybody who comes from Lagos State here, if you have anybody watching me in Lagos State, right? Let's do this, right? Let's say that they have managed to bring in an investor that has built electricity and supply. That we now, Lagos State have, they currently have about 37 local government and SCDA, right? So let's use the official one, 20 local government areas, right? So let's say, okay, from Obalende, from Island there, down to the mainland here, Ikorodu, Ajegunle, all those places, First Stack, Yoshodi, all those areas there, they are now having 24 hours electricity. 10 local government areas in Lagos State. But do you even have an idea what that means? It's not like something where they sell for industries, just industries. We are talking about including homes. We are talking about villages, where electricity, anywhere where cable pass, they will get 24 hours electricity. 9 local government areas. It's massive. Go on.
Baba, do you know that if that is not even hard to achieve that? You understand? And doing that, every micro business will revive instantly. You understand?
Imagine all those factories now who are not going to be buying diesel, buying petrol anymore. Imagine all the money they will save. Now they will give that money to the electricity company. Okay? Which means at the end of the day, what that will cost them, if they are already, for example, if a business is spending, let's say 20 million naira on diesel alone, remember that same business is paying electricity bill, NEPA bill as well. They may end up paying about 5 million naira NEPA bill, where they know they give them. Now they have a standby electricity, 24 hours electricity all year round. They will not only save 20 million they are spending on diesel, okay? they will be able to pay their electricity bill steady, and use the money for something else in their business. A lot of people have no clue what this is, but some do. Some do. Go on.
Baba, do you know that apart from micro businesses that will revive and be active, and that will generate a lot of employment, they will even disturb government, wahala, all this rights they are sharing. People can afford for themselves. You understand? It will provide 50% of security because the light will be everywhere. There will be light everywhere. The CCTV, the light can power them 24/7, and you can monitor any trace of any criminality. You understand?
Improve surveillance, improve security surveillance, improve awareness, and light up everywhere. Papa, I mean, apart from those who probably are hoping that it's going to fail, I really want to celebrate a year with these guys. And it's just phase 1. We have another phase, so phase 2.
Baba, as we speak, do you know that in Ghana, almost everywhere now is having CCTV because they have constant electricity and criminality. They can monitor it. Even their vehicles, every vehicle in Ghana they are putting CCTV in their vehicles. I've seen Nigeria,
one. If all these guys could do 24 hours electricity alone, insecurity in Nigeria will drop by 60%. Just like that.
Exactly.
By 60%.
Exactly.
You see the remaining 40%, by the time they start tackling it, they can still cut that down by another 30% and reduce crime rate in Nigeria to 10%. Sure you get, because electricity alone will put a lot of people in work. A lot of people will begin to get busy. Sure you get. And gradually, the number of people who are available for criminal activities will be reducing. Why is somebody not doing something about it? Because they can't. They love it the way it is.
Yes, you know why they can't do anything about it, Baba. Because if they do anything about it, if you monitor their trace of all this they are looting too that they are stealing everywhere, it will monitor. It's just selfishness. It's just selfishness. Okay, let me just tell the people that are thinking if we have it better, if we have our own nation. Immediately you have your own nation, you have your border. There's no mad person that will come from Niger and Chad and move with a cow, and behind the cow they are carrying AK-47 to cross their border. Nobody will do it.
Nobody will dare.
Go to our neighboring Togo. They are living in peace. Ghana, all the one that is money henchmen terrorists, they chase them away. They all go to Nigeria. Buhari, because he's a Fulani henchmen terrorist, he opened his arms and welcomed them with operation visa on arrival. That was how Pantami was. Make sure that the Nigerians do not get their passport. There was scarcity of passport, and they were issuing them to all these terrorists. And now their plan now is to make sure that they settle them everywhere. Then nationalize them with us, and they call us one Nigeria, and we are shouting one Nigeria with them, and they will be debating on the national TV on how to make Nigeria work with terrorists that we don't know from all parts of the world. What are we talking about? Break this in and break this nonsense, this shithole, and have your life back. What is difficult about it?
Thank you so much, the Prince.
My brother,
it seems that you are either on the road or you left the window open. We enjoy the breeze, just as you.
Actually, I'm on the road.
Oh, Prince JJ, man, you are walking on the road. You still cannot ignore Maiyegun's life, even on the road. How are you enjoying that?
Baba, you don't know how we value you, Baba. We so much cherish you.
Thank you so much.
Anywhere where we there, Maiyegun, because you are the only, you are just like one in the. We see you as only one in the wilderness shouting. I get it, because your platform is very objective with the truth. I get it, me. Others they want to dabble here. Other platform we see, they want to double here and double here. You are straight to the point. You are organic with the truth. It's not that you tell us today, tomorrow, one day, tomorrow you start tell us we were going to amend
try to understand this man. You go say, I don't get this guy. Yesterday he was talking something. Now I'm trying to understand. Now he's talking something else again today. I don't understand this person. So I am understood by my own people.
You are unique. You are especially unique, Baba. Yesterday Sunday Igbo is around.
He's around. He's in your town. I mean, he's in your town, by the way. He's in London.
We greet him and let you know that Maiyegun did a lot. He should show appreciation to Maiyegun. If he's listening to us.
It's actually not Maiyegun. It's a lot of you here. Remember. It was what's they call that one? Bipartisan coalition on this platform at that time. But we are grateful that we were able to play a role there. But please enjoy the
you are the one that called us out, though. You are the one that called us out. Without you telling us, let's come together and do this thing. Nobody will do it. You get what I mean? So that's why we are saying
enjoy the rest of the day, please. Nice one, Baba.
We will thank him.
I appreciate you. Okay? Thanks a lot.
Bless you.
You have a good
Take
one.
care. Bye.
That's Prince Jeje Man, ladies and gentlemen, who just called in from London. I have other people who are trying to get through as well. Sorry about that. If you have been trying to get through and it's been like acting up, I've got somebody who I believe is calling from Niger, or just with Niger number. Is that Chukwemeka? Did I get that right? Hello there. Sorry, I actually
this is the Singapore.
Say that again.
The Singapore guy.
Right. Baba, how you doing?
Yeah, we thank God, sir. How you good? Well done.
WhatsApp number, even like, anyway. How every today?
Yeah, we thank God, though. We thank God,
Thank God.
You see, Maiyegun, you're doing a great job, honestly.
Thank you, Baba.
Because you're one of the one that let me make my decision, make up my mind about that contraction called Nigeria. It's nowhere to be found. Maiyegun, do you actually realize that there's one good thing about this APC and APC, yes, as a party.
Okay.
Honestly, there's one benefit. They have one benefit. I don't know. Maybe you've noticed that.
I might have possibly. Yeah. Tell us, what is that one good thing?
That one good thing is that you actually knows that it reveals the people I call my friend. That I think I can even let my children go to their house and feel comfortable that my children are in their house and not knowing that they are evil.
Do you know one other thing another person told me? They said that APC, and especially the emergence of this Tifnumbu also exposed a lot of people that some of us grew up idolizing.
Exactly.
People will be like, oh my God, he just said something. When I grow up, I want to be like this person. That people began to do something that you never imagined. So, really, even your friends, they exposed them enough that you are like, oh, more, I need to begin to rethink about my.
Do you actually know that?
Yeah.
There's one of them here in UK.
Right.
I think for the last couple of days now, I now put it to him. I said, do you actually know that this, because he's a supporter of this, I said, do you actually know that this APC matter and Tinubu matter make me realize the kind of person you are. It shows you're real, you are heartless, you don't have conscience. No. And since all this, I've been advising you to take your children and your family, go and be staying in that country. You never leave.
To take them back.
Yes, you never go. And this is the kind of people that if my children are in their house, I'll be thinking I have rest of mind that my children are in a safer place.
People you could trust. Your children.
Exactly. So this
your children's care in their care. Wow.
Exactly. This APC, there's a benefit in it. This is what he reveals the real identity.
Do you remember when I said if you have anybody that is supporting anything at all, anything, Even if they are saying that there are some good people in APC, don't talk like that. There are some bad people everywhere. There are some good people everywhere. That if you have any family member that thinks like that, you should be very careful around them. It's so important, okay?
Yes.
And this is why. You see, people who are mostly supporting these criminals, they are narcissistic. I'm talking about people who have no real empathy, for real.
Exactly.
They are cold people, very cold-hearted people, male, female.
Yes.
Do you understand? Then there are also people that are like a secret loathers. They may be your brothers, they may be your friends, they may be your partners and all of that, yeah? But somehow, there are people that if any horrible thing happens to you, they won't feel sorry for you. Do you understand? Like, it is who they are. So when they look at what APC, Egbekegbe represents, they represent poverty, corruption, oppression, terrorism. We have seen it again and again and again. If anybody find any excuse to defend them, you should be careful of such people. You should.
Yes.
I have told people around me,
yes,
if you have any love for APC, Egbekegbe, the day your inner mind pushes you to say it to me will be the last day you ever come closer to me. It is a matter of policy and safety. You cannot be around people like that. People who have no empathy. People who will tell you, say people just they die in it. Is this the first time people are dying?
Yes.
Are they just kidnapping people? Today, they are. Come on, leave all of that. That's not the issue, Jerry. Let us move to another thing. People like that are sad people. Don't befriend them. If you are working for them, go look for another job. If you are in a relationship with them, break it up. Right. If you have any business association with them, cut your losses, terminate that relationship. Now, these people will see to your death and they won't blink.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many years you have been with them. It doesn't even matter if you were born from the same womb. If your brother is somebody who has something for APC, run from him. I know what I'm saying. These are dead, cold-hearted people. These are people that will enable every evil, even if it affects you. They will say, now you'd be the first person. Don't blame them. Go and look for something.
I said to one woman, yes, I said to one woman on one
don't befriend
platform that I used to watch.
He knows APC. He says he supports APC. He's my friend. You have no idea what you are befriending. But don't worry. You will share your story with me one day.
I said to one woman, I said, and you carry child in your womb for 9 months. And you call yourself a mother and you are supporting all this?
Oh, evil people. Evil gidigan. And you know the saddest thing is ajebi mamo. In Yoruba, we say ajebi mamo o man ko ogun jaluni. That is somebody who heard and they do not agree that they have heard. They have done something wrong. People like that always bring destruction, not to them, not upon themselves only, even upon the people in their communities. That's what you see there. Do not befriend them. Terminate your relationship with them. It is for your own safety. Because if anything happens to you, they won't blink. They won't. These are people who said Igbos should be, they were watching how even Yoruba, who are Yorubas, right? Yorubas, who were attacked because they didn't look Yoruba enough. They did not look dirty. They did not stink. Yorubas are not dirty people. They are not stinking people. But you have a system where they are glorifying and weaponizing poverty. And they are making that the order of the day. So you understand now? Then the people are now training and they are profiling our people. They say, if it smells nice, it must be Igbo. We don't believe you are Yoruba. You cannot vote. They were attacking people. And educated people abroad do.
Yes, people living in the Western world
where everybody shouts racism, racism, racism. They are comfortably saying, kill them, John, kill all the Igbos, send them away. And somebody will now tell you and say, I support APC, but I don't support some of the things they do. But run.
Honestly, do you actually know that in Lagos State, just of recent that they are selling custom rice, there was a woman with 5 kids. The woman just gave birth. And she has twins. The woman went to that very particular place to go and buy this rice, and she died there.
I saw the
as a result of stampede.
I know.
Honestly,
She died.
she want to surprise her husband before her husband came back from work that she got a bag of rice, and the woman died at that place, that scene where they're selling rice by the custom. And still, our people are still saying nothing is wrong. That is normal. Is that normality?
It's not. It's not.
Look at this guy.
Now God give us, now God take him. It's the most stupid thing anybody will say when tragedy strikes.
Honestly.
He's a God. That country.
Yeah, that's what they talk about. Because this morning I was discussing with one guy because there was a video that they were showing around on the Instagram.
Right.
About this boy, Sisi Quadri. There's one guy, is an actor, Sisi Quadri.
About that guy just died.
Yeah, they showed the video clip of the guy at the hospital.
Complaining.
Why the guy was saying.
Go on.
Then when I had the discussion with one guy, that person, he said probably the death has been following him around. I said this medical negligence. No death is following him around. It's as a result of medical negligence. Like I said the other day, that when my sister went to Ilorin Teaching Hospital, that she almost died overnight, and then I gave her medicine prescription to go and buy. Instead of you to have put him on the bed and check her out, but they said she should go and buy a medication. 4 p.m. on that day, she died inside her shop.
You told us.
It's medical negligence. It's not that death has been. The time.
Time has come.
Hey.
Some people will be confidently. You know something? Our problem is that intelligent people always doubt themselves. You see, you think of something, you look at it, you look at the pros, the cons, the advantages, disadvantages, and all of that stuff, and you are not too sure if you should go public with it. But foolish people, they are so loud and confident. You will see foolish person go to tell you, I'm a medical doctor, I know what I'm saying, you know. You see, his time has come. That's how it will happen. You see, when somebody's time has come, all it will take is just that person to just complain about something, and it will just be little something like this. Even if you take them abroad, even in America, even in Canada, if your time has come, nothing any doctor can do. This is how foolish some of them are. They are so confident and loud in that nonsense, misconception, and superstitious belief. Where are we going to start from?
Let me tell you something. Let me shed light to something today. I might be wrong, but something in me is telling me, yes. You see that Tifnubu, he has a strong room where he has pasted all the plans he's going to do. You know, like if you want to all this mafia,
a big operational room where everything is
exactly. You know, all this mafia, how they operated when they want to keep people. Anyone they want to keep, they will go and take the picture and close it. That's the next person. He has all his plan. He will just go into the room, his strong room, and say, "Oh, this is the next." You see, this last one he did about Binance. To be honest, I will tell you something. They're just playing game. Of course. They knew quite all right that Igbo people are the one doing that business much. Yeah, it's Igbo people that are into all this digital currency more. Yes, I'm a Yoruba man, but I know what because I'm in this business. So this is my business that I'm doing.
Right.
It's not that I'm doing it directly, but I know
like
Igbo people are the one.
It's a terrain you operate too, right? Right.
Yes. Now Igbo people, now them older, now them carry percentage. But they just can't come out directly that we want to attack Igbos. That is what they're trying to do. They know Igbo people are the one dealing with cryptocurrency.
Get to all these guys. Crypto is so far from them. All of these things is so far from them, and they can only wish and then hurt Nigeria.
Exactly.
And that's what they are doing now.
Exactly. You are destroying the nation economy, and you see, he has a plan. He has a strong group where he's been trying all his plan. No, it's working. Everyone, you see, another one is still coming. They will still try because this one too is not working because the Naira didn't get stronger.
1 week, one policy. 1 week, one
exactly.
Policy,
it doesn't work.
Policies.
Yes, it doesn't work because I'm into money transfer business. So the rates didn't come down. the rate keeps going up.
Anyway,
Anyway,
seeing Abi, because it's all fluke. You are in this business. It is trade by barter. It is buy and sell. If I call you now and say, Baba, I have 5,000 pounds, you get naira. You, as somebody who is in that area, you will look for naira for me if you don't, Abi, because it's your business.
yes.
Or you have to provide a naira for me, and I'll give you my 5,000 pounds here. What you do with that 5,000, I don't know. You may take my 5,000 now, and use them to buy crypto for somebody who gave you that naira in Nigeria. You are that there collecting your own commission, doing your own thing. You are just there making all legal transaction pass and flow to wherever they want to. So if anybody is transacting illegally or moving money illegally, there are structures, there are mechanisms that will catch them. Nigeria is telling the world that we believe that some people are trading or hiding the Nigerian stolen money, but we just don't have an idea which of the Nigerians. We just wanted to help us. But even if they carry them, enter the Binance server room with all of the details there, so you take now all the Nigerians where they use and be this, they still won't be able to do anything. Baba,
exactly.
They still won't be able to use it for anything. Because these guys are only fishing. Somebody told them Binance was fined $4 billion in America. It was fined 1 billion pounds in the UK. It was fined 4-point-something billion in India. They did not check the real story behind all of those fine and ban, right? So they themselves just came and said, we ban you and $10 billion. They thought
10 billion. Can you imagine?
Binance will just go into their drawer and take out 10 billion and say, oh, sorry.
This is even kidnapping. You kidnap them.
And now you abducted their representatives. Like, who does that? The whole world is reading. The whole world is seeing this. And then you're asking the world to come and invest in your country. Like, what is this?
So the best is for us to break this year. Yeah, so they are telling us calling Nigerian. Because if we are if everybody take their side, we will know who we are. We will know what is coming in and what is coming out. Right. So we'll be able to. You see, I did this country now. Me and my family. We are not born here now. No. I'm telling you. For the past over 2 weeks now, my son and my wife, they were in the because my son had surgery, and you believe Maiyegun, they had to give my wife another apartment separate from the hospital. That should, in case all of us want to come and see the boy, we can go into that hotel and go and sleep free of charge.
Baba,
even my wife is not even sleeping. My wife is not even sleeping there.
I'll tell you something. He gave my party. We did with one Scottish girl like that, and they were trying to have a child. Okay, and good enough, she became pregnant. That pregnancy, was pretty much like it wasn't an easy one. So, issue got out of hand. And they couldn't find the the medical sort of a setup that would take care of her in Scotland. Baba, they carry my party, his fiancé. They put them in this air ambulance. Now from that airport, my party say, we are on our way to so now. They were taking them to England, your area. So they said that they found a specialist somewhere in England to save her life. They needed to take all the treatment of her, okay, to save her life because her kidney and lung was gone. Her lung has collapsed. She was pretty much like half dead already anyway, right? But they took her there. They flew out of Glasgow and flew my party out of Glasgow. When they got there, my party said he actually forgot the problem that brought them. The level of comfort, the room they arranged for them, the preparation, and all of that. Even the way they were, it's from Nigeria now. Oyinbo normal, they no mind, they know waiting day. But now my own party, they look, say, they do calculations, say, if now my wife lung collapse like this, they consider go put them inside the helicopter. Where I go see money? You know that stuff, right? He said when he got to the place, to that town, right? And they took them to the apartment in the hospital, Baba. He said he forgot why he was there. The worry, you know, the worry of, oh my God, I'm praying that she's okay. Oh, let's pray that she's okay. Oh, and he said he was kind of at peace because he started telling himself that everybody is going to be alive. Everybody might be all right. She's going to be fine. In fact, I strongly believe that even though when they came out and told him that they lost the twins and all of that stuff, and that broke him. But he said for like 2 days, he felt like miracle day happened. My fiance and my kids are going to be all right. It was such a complicated pregnancy, and we lost her.
Yeah, but at least they put effort to make sure they save. Yes. My wife, I tell my wife now, Baba Musofia will say we can do this in our country too. The resources is there. The resources, God has given every country the resources. The resources is on the ground. We can do it. They just don't want to spend money on every citizen. They don't want to do the right thing. It's not mirror. It's not magic.
It's not magic.
My wife said, if you see the accommodation they gave us, they even said, okay, how many of us in the family? They say if everybody wants to come and be sleeping in that accommodation, we can come. That's why they gave her that accommodation.
They will give you dinner. What are you saying? If you stay in the hostel, if they stay in the hospital, you go choose which kind of food you want chop. My own madam, she don't like all their food, right? But somehow, I love I love few of their food here in the hospital, right? So when Agbeke had Yewande, our last daughter, right? Baba, they said Baba, see, God damn it, they don't do us well in Nigeria.
How much you can pay? Baba, how much is the bill? How much you pay, Baba?
Really, Bao. When we come ourselves, we were given the packages that is probably over 450 pounds, including milk, including Pampers, including a few other things that they give to her. It's all normal. They give them to you. You get what I mean now? But Baba, they inside the place. Me and Nan, they talk. They don't open her belly. Hey?
Wow.
And she was there, holding my hand like that. I said, are you okay? You're right. The next summer, they don't bring Leila out to, you know, they say people feel faint. Everything just look like normal. Huh? And then
my
I say,
God.
Take her. So I can't go join them. They clean her body like that. They try to use a towel to clean some of the old stain and all that. Or more. And afterward, about a few minutes later, we don't deal up they word though. They talk about, you know what I mean? Everything there everywhere. There is confidence in the system. There is no pressure on you as an individual. I work, I pay tax in this country. That's what that money is meant for. Now, I don't want to give a damn about anybody who is in charge of government until the day you touch what? You touch me. Because if I pay my tax, I am expected to be provided with medical care. My children are supposed to have access to medical care and education. Sure you get. So if you can't join politics, you can't touch waiting, go touch me. Voila, here now. And that's what we don't have in that place. Nobody
no, we don't have it.
To be held responsible, Baba.
No, we don't have it. We don't have it. In a state where people are dying of hunger, and the governor of that state has a 3 wristwatch that is equivalent to over 500 million naira. Just 3 wristwatches. A governor of a state where people are dying because of rice.
Somewhere cool and a wristwatch that is worth over 400 million naira. On that tiny hand, you're only.
Yes, and people are dying of rice in that same state, and people are not on the street. And people don't come out on the street to come at hey.
I only mind. Baba, thank you very much, Jare.
Well done, Baba. Okay, sir. All right, nice one, Baba.
Send me well to Madam, and then
all right,
the little soldiers too. Nice one, Baba.
All right, thank you very much.
So, my line is still open. I know some of you are still pretty much trying to get through. So let's see if I can get this individual who has been so persistent. And I love persistent people, by the way. Give me a sec. So here, I do not want to keep keeping you because this seems like an out of a state call, and I don't know if you are being charged voicemail call. How are you?
I'm good, Maiyegun. This is Idris. I'm calling from Romania. No problem, I can speak to you.
Idris from Romania.
Yes.
It's like we have spoken before. Me and you don't talk before,
No,
right?
no. I've been following you like from the bicycle ages and the kitchen time, all those things.
But
So
have
I've
you
been
ever
following
spoken
you.
on this program
No.
ever?
Today is my first time of calling, but I just said let me come my.
That's right.
Maiyegun, I make I not speak English. Make I not speak English. I beg. You are too much, bro.
You go miss out for us now because you know
you too much. Anyway, I come from Kogi State, okay, precisely.
God bless you, Idris. Go on.
I follow everything that you are saying. You guys wake me up. You and Madin Ambekano. Two of you wake me up to see the reality of Nigeria, my brother. Man, is this a country or I'm in Romania? Romania don't have all, you know, but at least you are living like how somebody should be living.
Yes. You still have life, you have standard, and you have things that is befitting of human, not where you are being treated as if to say, man, subhuman.
You want to say something that Nigerians are sick. My brother, if somebody is not sick, my mom is in Nigeria, they are living in Abuja. My uncle is in Abuja. My grandmother is in Nigeria, is in the village.
Wow.
I'm supporting this old woman every time. My uncle now starts telling people that I have to be sending the money to him first before he will send it to my grandmother.
Why?
You know, if somebody is not sick, how will you think about something like this and you say
you still want to? You see what you are looking for a space of how to take advantage of something that has no problem getting to the beneficiary. Wow.
You understand? See, everybody is corrupt in that country. Everybody. Nobody is free. Everybody is corrupt. You go to Nigeria, everybody is trying to find ways to catch something from you to pick. You know, you people wake me up like to see the reality of that country. They made us to, hate Igbo people. We don't even know why you are hating these people.
If you ask any one of them and say, please come. I know you have a lot to say about the Igbos, okay, but I have a question for you, right? Do you mind educate me, right, on your prejudice against the Igbos? Can you tell me what exactly that the Igbos have done in this country that really, really brings about this, your prejudice, the way you feel towards them? Can you say something? I've asked few people, you know something, they say, but you know, they always want to control everybody. I said, they ever try to control you?
There's no reasonable thing. There's no
reasonable reason. No reasonable reason. Just what they were told by their parents, by their uncles, by their aunties. And those ones are saying what their own uncles, aunties, and parents told them. I am yet to see one to give me any real sensible reason.
I never see anything. I never see anything.
The ridiculous one, Idris, the ridiculous one is somebody who is not Igbo will come and say, but Igbos don't love themselves. I say, is that why you don't like the Igbos?
we don't even love ourselves. We don't even love ourselves. But we don't love ourselves, but we are complaining about Igbo. Do we love our own selves?
Do you love yourselves? Do we love ourselves? Are we being honest and sincere with ourselves, even when we are not Igbos or when we are not Yorubas or when we are not Hausas? I'm talking about who you are. Are you even honest? Like that, when we ask ourselves so.
And these guys, and these Igbo guys, I lived in London before like 2 years. I came back to Romania because of family issue. My wife don't like to stay there, you know. So we came back here.
Bless her.
All the people who try to help me in that country, Yoruba, Igbo, these people will start calling you my brother. They don't even know what's your name. My brother.
They don't really care, you know.
My brother.
You know.
That is the only thing they say, my brother.
Yes.
You know, they don't care where you come from.
No.
They will try to tell you these are the things you can do.
They care what you are capable of doing, or what you can do with them, or what you can both do to kind of, progress one another. Anything from that is a waste of time for an Igbo person. That's why they will say, if you see an Igbo man who is bragging in bigotry, an Igbo man who is complaining about Nigeria is lazy-minded. An average man don't give a damn about who you are or where you come from. If there is a business in it, it's ready.
The thing is that all the whole country, everybody is like this, like, oh, this is my first time of seeing a Yoruba people speaking the truth. I said, this is the first time of seeing Yoruba. How many Yoruba people you know?
How many do you know? And how many
people you know? And I was just like, if you want to see people who speaking the truth, go and watch Maiyegun. And you will hear every Yoruba people talking there. They will call and they will be speaking. Those are part of Yoruba that I am watching every day. I'm following.
my brother, I'm following you every day. I'm at work. My headphone is on my ear. If anybody is talking to me, you're on your own. I'm just concentrating on what I'm listening to.
God bless you, and thank you so
My brother,
much.
you changed my life, bro. You changed my life, my brother. My God will bless you, bro.
And
you changed my life, man. You changed my life.
I appreciate
which kind of country is this one? Like as you are saying just now. One time my son had an accident. Like they went to the park, they played. My brother, they called ambulance. They had to come with helicopter to come and pick the guy. Me, whenever I enter helicopter before, it's going to be me like say, I will make a use this opportunity.
You never do the way we say you go feel. I say, sorry. I hope they are not going to send the bill to the house. I said, no, they won't.
My brother,
are you sure they won't come later and say we need to pay so and so? Because I could drive him to the hospital. I could drive. We don't need this helicopter. Like, have you ever felt like that in that position before?
When I came here first, I got sick. I had to stay in the hospital like 3 weeks. I paid zero naira, I paid. I said, their hospital, their hospital here is just like my brother.
Somebody is doing big money in Nigeria who took his wife to the hospital. He just paid the 5 million naira, okay, for medical care, and he's there feeling cool. And said this. But the same person, Baba, the same person is also probably paying tax, in that same country. What kind of a thing is that?
My brother, I said in the hospital 3 weeks. The first one I got injured because I used to play football. I was a footballer, I got injured. I had to operate my knee.
One and Mozuabi. Go on.
I had to operate my knee.
Oh dear.
I paid nothing. Later I got sick. I spent 3 weeks in the hospital. I paid nothing. I was like having fun in the hospital. There is Wi-Fi, there is everything, there is food every time. When I didn't pay nothing, the doctors, the nurses, they talk to me like you are a human being.
Well, look at us. Me and you are talking about Romania healthcare. I'm talking about Scottish and UK.
My brother, Romania,
I don't know what they have. But in Nigeria,
I don't see what they have here. I don't know what they have here, but they can give you all this healthcare for free.
At least education, healthcare, those two things.
My children,
the third one, security, Baba. They are things that will show to you that people in power care about you. If none of this exists, Baba, you are deceiving yourself.
I know. Like the governor of one state here, I've been to his house, and I was like, this person is like the governor. They call them primaria.
Right.
He is like a governor. When comment someone in our village says you cannot even enter their house.
No, anyhow. Not.
If we hear siren, if we hear siren here, it's only when hospital the ambulance is going to pick somebody or police is going for maybe kind of rescue. No, there's nothing like governor is coming. Everybody have to clear road, all those things.
But educated people, supposedly educated people will tell you Romania is not Nigeria. You know another thing that get me so mad with some of those who claim to be educated, morally bankrupt people, is that any easy thing that they can pick. For example, now if you say American economy is having a sort of turbulence, so and so, they will now tell you if American economy can have problem, why are you complaining about Nigeria economy?
Look at people. Compare Nigeria to America.
They say everywhere, all over the world, the economy bad. Everybody's complaining. If they say people are losing their jobs in America, they will say, and you say, people have no job in Nigeria. They say, but America too. Do you know how many people will not get job for UK? Have you not seen the latest blah, 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 blah? So people that have no job in Nigeria is not a new thing. You know, one thing that why that one kind of must me and kind of get me a little bit upset and angry is because the same people will never say, look at healthcare, access to healthcare in the UK. Why don't we have access to healthcare in Nigeria? If we have access to recession, bad economy, and we have access to all this global economy wahala, how come we don't have access to terrorism? Like the rest of the world, how come we don't get access to good healthcare, free and accessible healthcare, quality education, like Americans, like the British, like the Romanians, Baba? So they will compare Nigeria with America when there is problem. And then they will send away, what do you call it? The good thing in America, they will say, you don't deserve those. Because who you go compare? What you go compare between America and Nigeria when it comes to no electricity, no security? Show Joramo. Baba?
You always say something. The policy of one policy of a government can destroy everything. When I came to Romania, the first time I came to Romania, the first time I came to Romania, my sister was working in Nigeria. He had a car. He was working. My brother was working. Wow. This guy, my brother, he used to keep money with me. Like when I came here, before I could settle down, they were sending me money to support me from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, if I send money to them, they lost their job. 2 of them lost their job. The car is gone. Now my brother is working like he doesn't care about himself anymore. And I tell my mom, like, don't blame this guy. Nigeria don't happen to this guy with that. Because this guy is a hustler. I know how he works. And every day he goes to, and he was making money. Buhari came, all these things go one time. Everything go.
There are so many people who lost
her car,
everything.
Lost her job.
Their business, their job.
Everything.
And everything. Yes, some even lost their marriages. Baba.
Lost their children. Lost their marriage.
Yes.
2 of them lost their marriages. Two of them lost their marriages.
You see?
This one is sure. They lost their marriages. They have to.
Because once the financial part of your life become problematic, it's going to affect a lot of things. And the moment it's not going to happen overnight. It will take years. And at the end of the accumulation of all of this, you just see your whole life going out in smoke. See, people will be say with a call for Nigeria and say, Uche, see, I need to give somebody 1.5 million naira, okay? But the money, I'm not going to get the money until the end of the month, and I want you to please help me. Because Uche knows, say you be man, you be a baba. If you say you need 10 million, Uche go find out. Because he knows, say you go send down. You go even put Jara on top and say, Uche, you yourself take this from me, take and manage. People who are working hard and making their money. They call people for Nigeria, they send me money. See, people, they send me money from Nigeria, right? Where I go change, I go pay like 2,000, 4,000 pounds for a year. Today, now me they send them money, may they no die. Say make them still manage. And I make on the motivate them. Say when person no die, hope still day. Just continue. Anything I will give to you. I watched them lost everything in 80 years, my brother. It's real. For those who are living in denial, they should continue.
There are a lot of people who still don't understand what is. I tell them when I call them and I'm explaining to them, they will say, all these things that you forget about. I said, no, I'm not telling you to do anything, but be aware. Know what is happening around you. That is the most important thing. You cannot do anything, right?
You cannot be enabling something that is destroying you. Can't they wonder why things are going bad for you? You must be aware.
What is happening around you.
Yes.
Like here, for example, we are buying bread here last year, 8 naira. Now we are buying it 9 naira. And people are complaining. Example, I'm saying, like the bread last year was 8
Romanian currency, 6 Romanian currency. Now it's now 9. And people are complaining, of course. Why wouldn't they?
They are complaining already. They are complaining. Oh, you add one naira on top, but the salary is the same. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. People are complaining already. And Nigeria within 7 months, from this 450 naira to $1,800, and people are buying bread now 1,000 plus or 1,000 naira.
They buy for 180 naira. They are buying it for 1,900 naira today.
How much are you making?
They were buying spaghetti for 80 naira, 90 naira, 8 years ago. Baba, it is now almost 1,000 naira, one pack like that or more.
I remember those things.
And they are telling them that inflation is 33%.
Which 33%?
You buy something for 100 naira. Then it don't jump to 1,300 naira. Person they tell you saying a 33% increase.
And
so that person not
educated people they believe. And educated people they believe.
They say economically it's 33% inflation. Now they whine us.
Economically.
Now so 33% they go up.
My brother, let me tell you this one. The last thing I will say before I go. In my village now, everybody I know in my village that are my age mates, all of them now they are in politics. You go to university, you finish. They don't go look for jobs because what they even study in the school, they cannot even put it to practice.
No more.
They cannot put it to practice. What are they going? I know somebody
he was trying to, when he finished secondary school, he was trying to apply for jobs. He came to me, please let me write an application for jobs. But now the guy is a graduate. And I started asking myself, did he go to university to learn how to write application for jobs? But he's a graduate. Though he doesn't have job.
You remember what I used to say, and I still say it anyway. I said Nigeria have teeming population, an army of unemployed youth and unemployable youth.
Unemployable.
It is true that Nigeria say youth no get job, but it will surprise you that a chunk of them are unemployable. They are only shunned out by a rotten education system, and here we are, bro.
Hi.
I take another one. I get guys who are also.
You are too much, brother. I've been with you for all these years. From bicycle, from the kitchen, whatever. Yes. Even before Mazin Nadikanuseme could follow you, I'm with you always.
You've always been around. And
God bless you.
You know something. But the new people who probably come on the block now who will come around and say, Maiyegun, I love you. I hope you won't change. You join me 4 months ago, 5 months ago. You are already thinking if I will change. Waiting don't blame people like you should do. We don't be around for like almost 80 years.
Maiyegun, don't blame them. Don't blame them. Because me, when I started following you, I was like, I hope this guy will not change. But when I started listening to your music, I'm not a Yoruba guy, but you know, from my place, most of our people will speak Yoruba very well.
Right.
But when I started listening to your music and in Maiyegun, they give you money, you don't accept, and he wants you to do what you want to do. I said, this man is a different person. I'm here.
God bless you, and I've not disappointed so far. You can still pretty much, you can still put your money on me.
I'm following you. I'm following you till they do the right thing.
God bless
till you stop. I'm here.
Sir.
God bless you.
And
God
you
bless
too.
You.
My regards, everybody there, to everyone in Romania. That's Idris, brother from from the Romanians, the Romans who are like Romanians too, right? So I've got another caller, but I think we've done well enough. It's going to be, you see, this segment on Maiyegun's Diary Political is going to be a regular, okay, except on Sundays. So on Sundays, when we have our Sunday sermon, it's actually a different ball game entirely. So I am still putting together all my structures in this place. Structure, itineraries, and all that. I promised you a series of programs that are going to continue to educate, liberate, and prepare us against what is fashioned against us. So everyone, like, if you are in Glasgow, by the way, listen, I'm looking for somebody who is very good in video editing, photoshopping, and the rest of that. I might have something for you. If you live in Scotland, if you are a student in Glasgow, it's not a job offer. It is a partnership offer. Your talent could be very, very we'll be very useful, and we could put that to a very great use together. Okay. I am already putting together my team, and I want that crucial part, somebody who is going to be part of this. And I promise you, apart from the what do you call it, the reward that you're going to get, the experience is going to outweigh the monetary or material reward you're going to gain from me. I'm talking about the experience of us building something that is going to change the world. You can join me. But don't worry, I'll keep announcing it, especially when I want to schedule a one-on-one convo with that person. Yeah, you could make some money on the side. Come on. Thank you. Now, I have another caller on the line who is indeed very patient and is there with me so far. Hello.
My king.
Papa.
My king.
Sir.
All honor and praise. All honor and praise. We are loyal.
God bless you, Baba. You are blessed. How are you today?
It's your boy. It's your boy, Prince Adebayo from Sweden.
That's Prince Adebayo. I always say the Prince.
Yeah.
That's my second Prince there from another city. And
I'm telling you,
I am very proud and happy. How are you today?
Thank you very much. We are proud of you. As I was just calling you, I just saying you needed a video editor. Blah. I just say, if I was in Glasgow now, maybe I would just join you and because that's what I do.
We'll be racking brains. You'll be, I want someone who is actually like so creative, who knows me. You get what I mean? I don't want people who come in.
No,
and
I
say,
know.
that one is
The distance is far, Seth. I will not be able to be here and there for you all the time.
No,
so
you for now. You can give me all the moral support, all of the support that you've always been given, right? We need somebody who is physically here that can produce the magic.
Physically, yes.
But it's good that I just thought I should mention it. I'll keep mentioning it because I know my people are here in Glasgow, especially students, right?
Yeah.
They could probably make some money on the side and gain some experience too.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Now, see how God is created. Before you know it now, we'll become the CNN of Nigerians in diaspora.
Somebody who can dream big, not somebody who is probably so small. I won't even small-minded anyway.
Yes. Baba, today the thing just sweet my belly when you just talk about the electricity in Aba. I just read for news. They say all the generator sellers they have relocated from Aba now.
I even heard that people they offer their generators, say, "Come and take it too."
They throw away the tea, That is the sweet my heart.
Can't take a more. I don't need them again.
I'm telling you.
Don't take our trouble.
I'm telling you. This thing it just show us one thing, that Nigeria could have been better, but the corruption has eaten deep. That states that they are doing that thing. They've had from Ojus Okalu to TA Oji to that other useless one that left.
24 years of waste.
They were blocking the thing. They will block it here, they will block it there. They will not be serious. Something that is going to
Namadi Sambo, deputy to Jonathan, he also participated in helping them to kind of make sure there is a bureaucratic barriers.
20 years. It's only God that saved that contract, that the man that started the protest, Bat Energy, I didn't die. If something happened to him and he died, man, is now an old man now. If something happened to him and he died,
that's it.
Or maybe Alex Oti. See as things are happening. Alex Oti was the head of the bank. So he continued it. If he wasn't the head,
the facilities, the credit, continue the work.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes. That's how you now see this small glimmer of hope that is coming out from that place. So if it wasn't that, all these circumstances played together, that means there would have not been this kind of reality today for the people of that state.
Let's be honest now. You didn't see what happened during the Ashared election. If that woman didn't stand her ground,
if that woman didn't stand they should be calling that woman's name. They should be calling that woman's name.
That guy would have been like another Alex Oti for them. I mean, we will never find out anyway, right? Now, Alex Oti
and that one, he won Korokoro.
And our Labour Party guys.
He won Korokoro.
You get that? If Alex Oti had been sort of whistle out like that too, and PDP, APC is the one in charge, now so they go to tell the Abians, waiting Alex Oti won't do differently. Waiting won't do. There's nothing. Because people will be going through the same thing they've been going through for the past 24 years, Abi. And
now, some people are not up to 24 years, so all their life they've been living like that. This is their normal life. They don't know what it's called.
Hey, imagine them born you in Abia.
So people who are below, they are just living like that. That's normal for them.
Have you seen anything called government in your life?
Never.
24 years.
Never. Baba. It has even stretched further than that. So that is what is happening. But what's making me happy is that I know Igbo people. Igbo man see business and see that there are people to sell to, he will increase it. Before you know, the whole of the Southeast will be benefited. Before you know, he start supplying to Asaba and all these other states that are within that.
88 megawatts, where they agree to give to they agree to give that to the EED, which is the electricity body in that part, right? That listen, so that you know, go they feel like say we won't take your business, okay? We don't say we know they generate anything, right? We are generating 188 megawatts, okay? We only need 100 to cover these 9 local government areas, including the Enyimba, Aba, industrial city. Sure, you get now. We'll give you 88 megawatts from our generated, what have you? You can sell them to wherever or give them to your customers in other areas. But we see this 9 local government area, we did the survey. We are covering them for the first phase. So they are not even being they gave almost 45% of their generated this into Nigeria. Not to say they even do them to them for themselves alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but because the constitution itself does not allow. So this case is because it's a private public arrangement. So the federal government, so the federal government is still sitting on electricity up to tomorrow, because if 100% to the states, they will activate and they will start doing things. But the federal government sits on it. How can you take electricity that is generated from Lagos to go and supply Kaduna?
Making sense. You generate
that doesn't make sense.
And you transfer it to Sokoto. People of Pakpalanto, they are seeing the mast, they are seeing the power plants, but they don't get electricity. Who does that?
If you see the kind of electricity that they are having in all those northern states where there's no house, Baba, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked.
Nobody.
No. But me, I'm happy. I'm happy that they use this one to show them that the only thing we need is total revolution. If we don't revolutionize this country, Baba, this thing no go end. This is just a cycle. They are preparing their children to continue this thing. See the language of their children there.
And you know,
see the language of their children.
They are not even training their children to be better than them. I like be good.
They are not.
They are not. Their children are like them. Their children are living off the people. Sure you get. And they believe that it's their entitlement. They had no value to Nigeria. None.
They don't care. They don't care about the people. Other countries, they do these things, believing that, okay, the population will tap into it, so it is a win-win.
Yes.
Nigeria, they don't care. They don't care about you. That's why they don't care about whether you vote them or not. They just steal it.
Don't need you.
And these days, they don't even build contract halfway. Sometimes they just collect, and then they say they have done it. You not see it anywhere. Should be Erufai said it.
Yes.
He said it now. One of his commissioners just took money for pencils and books and everything. He just put it in his pocket. Like, what happened to him?
Nothing.
What happened to him? But why I believe that this country cannot work is that last, there's no president. No president, even Peter Obi. They're not going aware. Say, may you become president now. May go arrest somebody for Sokoto. Say this person thief Nigeria money. So in that kind of court, but they'll be arresting their own southwest, but they cannot go into the north. Sure, you see. So and that kind of country can never work. You will come in, become president, you will try small. Small time, you enter to the north, one more time, will just steal everything and throw us back 500 years backward again. And you cannot arrest it. Buhari by anything. You want to arrest here.
No, they're not there. See, I'll tell you something, right? You see the way we are talking about IBD, Dende, smuggler, as a friend of the power, this or that and all that, right? There's another guy, Northern Nigeria, okay? I can't remember his name right now, but I will.
That one, wait, carry Sani Abacha money.
No.
We can negotiate.
No, they talk about the one who Abubakar Bagudu, who became governor of Kebbi, then he's now the minister of budget in Nigeria. Oh, no. That one, I'm talking about somebody where they said he's a smuggler, the notorious smuggler in northern Nigeria. He was so notorious, Baba, that Yaradua could not arrest him. He had to offer him, he had to make him an offer. That, see, can you please stop smuggling? We will give you license to import whatever you want. But please stop smuggling. The guy became so notorious that he has the airline right now. That is how he became legitimate. From smuggler that the federal government of Nigeria couldn't touch to now person who is now Assam airline or something like that. They have it now in Abuja. They have it in the north. So what you just said that we will go there and go and arrest any criminal in the north the way they do for the criminals in the south, you might be right. Criminals in Nigeria get deals that ask them to choose between you know, it's a finish, man.
The country, This is, and this, if you look deeply,
Yeah.
this is what caused the first civil war. Because some people say, this person that is talking like this, you criticize Nigeria, you say this one is not, you cannot be talking like that. Okay, they now plan the coup and remove people that are causing instability in the country.
All of us from this wahala.
Yeah.
If they say their dream that time work, and they manage to reduce bigotry and all of that.
Yeah.
Me and you, if you know they suffer, what they suffer now, but look at us.
We don't go suffer like this now, you know. So now that same thing.
Do bigotry Olympics now.
I'm telling you, if they will say people like me now, they will like, but I like everybody. But the truth is, people are G Nigeria to try here, fellow arrest here. This is second civil war.
Civil war, yeah. Which can
continue be that now? Which can continue
that? Who are going to die for him, for you arrest? They are the victims of his failure. They will be the ones that say, go and arrest your own people. Is he the first person to steal? Go and arrest others.
Of course,
leave him alone. Nigeria only work.
Of course, now.
A lot to break. Trust me.
And real people cannot be living and lying to themselves like we are all equal. We are not all equal.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
We're not all equal.
We've got nothing in common. Let's be honest with ourselves. That we are all black doesn't mean that we have something in common.
All equal.
Here you get, God bless you. We call it the clash of the civilization. I'll tell you that one. I have a caller. My caller, please hang in there for me for a second, right? Nigeria is suffering from the clash of civilization. Chemika, explain them. I will. In Nigeria, where you have over 250 ethnic nationalities fused and forced together to be one country, they speak over 500 different languages. They have different cultures, different religious background, beliefs, societal system, and so many other things that we have a lot in. We have so much not in common. But because somebody knows that Nigeria will be lucrative enough, instead of us to call it the slave camp, give them the name Nigeria, make them believe that they have a country. But it will always be a business arrangement, not in their interest, but in the interest of those who don't give a shit about you. Do you understand that now? So those of you, who probably still get yourself trapped in all that lies, I'm coming back. Maiyegun's diary political should help you see through. I've got a caller there. I'm coming back to that. Hello.
Yam pepe scatter. I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up.
You won't. Me too.
I
refuse to give up. Go on.
You see, the most important thing that is going on is my prayer goes for the 10% of people. If you permit me to use the scripture to describe Nigerians.
Please go ahead.
There are 4 groups of people, 4 groups of Nigerians. That's what Jesus described. You see, 40% are the political elites and the political jobbers. That's why Jesus said in John chapter 6, verse 26, he said, I know the reason why you came is because of the fish and bread you ate yesterday, not because of the miracle, not because of the things that I was doing about the kingdom of God. So these are 40% of the people. The next 30% are the Pharisees, the 3 main religious sectors, the Onisheshe, the Islamic people, the Christendom. They are the people who are helping the political jobbers to make all things well. And that's why Jesus said in Matthew 23, verse 2, he said, you sit in Moses' seat, but you never do what Moses does. And the 20%, these are the educated illiterates who, in their own, they will destroy the student in school and then also use help the primary and the political jobbers to rig the election. So the 10% are the people crying in the wilderness like Apostle Paul, the repented one, because Apostle Saul repented when he was Paul. When he was Saul, it was S that started his name. His stupidity makes him to call himself Nigerians. But when he became perfect, P was now written in his name to be called Paul, because most of us who are crying, saying it now, we are the repented one who now know how Nigerian looks like. And that is why Apostle Paul said in Philippians chapter 3 verse 10, he said, that I may know him. This is the person who wrote 13 epistles of the New Testament, who is still crying that I may know him and the power of his resurrection to the conformity of his death. Because he now know the truth. The truth has set him free. So he was saying it in verse 17. He said, now that I know that I'm telling you and even crying, telling you right now, he said, because these people are the enemies of the cross. These people are the enemies of Nigeria. He said, because their preaching is about their belly. So everything is about their belly. So the 10% we see today are we repented Nigeria who now saw the picture of what they are doing.
That they lied to us. Wow.
That's it, that they lie to us. Because there is always four sides to a story. The lies, my story, our story, and the truth. So when we see the truth, we are the repented ones, but when the moment there is increase from this 10% to 20% of these people who move from Saul to Paul, everything will change.
We will see different changes.
We will see the change. We will surely see the change. It is now God giving us the strength and the equipment to increase from this 10%, because they are 90%. The 40% of the political jobbers and their political praise singers. You remember there was a place in the Bible where one went to Jesus and said, good master. No, good master, what can I do to gain the kingdom of God? They are those political jobbers. Jesus said, no one is good except God. He said, okay, go and sell what you have and give to the poor. He said he went away sad because he does not want to lose those things. These are the people we have. He doesn't want to lose anything. And Jesus said, okay, since you don't want to give it up, you can go like that. So these are the people we have. And until when these things is wiped away from their memory, this is why we are doing all this. My prayer is continually, God give us the power to increase this 10% to about 20%. It's enough to take over, because the moment people are being revolutionized in their brain, that is why people don't know the foundation of fight in Lagos, how Akintoye and Kosoko fought, because they want to sell us to different slave camps. So this is the beginning of the foundation of fighting in Lagos. Any little thing, that foundation needs to be taken away, because there are factions built there. So, my brother, thank you so much for what you are doing, and may the Lord continue to strengthen you.
Amen. Baba, you are somebody of many talents. Oh, I have to come and enroll in this your own school, sir. You come in different forms, like an amuheba. I could barely really hold on to you now anymore. Like, you know, is that you come in and then you come in with this lawori kitigbe ogbere, and I kind of flow with that. You came on today with the version of the Bible that nobody could actually disagree with you, and you delivered it so well, sir. Seriously.
We thank God.
God bless you.
Thank you. We are learning it from you also.
Come on, stop pushing my leg. I can't be like that. It won't be that easy, right? But you did well, sir. I appreciate it. Any what do you call it? Anyone available. I love it. Baba. God bless you. Yours is unique, sir. I appreciate
God bless you.
We do appreciate it on this platform. You deliver something this afternoon, right? It's deep. Thank you, sir. You have a good one. Now, I've got Chike. Chike is awake. Chike is in Canada. Chike, call me. Add your voice to this, okay? I've got The Windy City, also another contributors waking up from the US today to be part of this.
Actually, I just got back from work.
Did you just come? Oh,
yes.
no,
Good morning.
you just woke up.
Yeah.
So you just came back
no.
from work, right? And I'm not letting you go get your sleep yet. Okay, let's do it quick then.
No,
so
no. No. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm fine. I've been trying since 8 o'clock, which was like. So I'm like, I'm not giving up.
No,
I've
you're
been
not. And
calling. Now, good morning. Yes, good morning, Maiyegun. Thank you very much for everything. Honest, I'm going to take a different path. I saw something yesterday. I didn't even know it happened. That was a meeting of the Obas and everything about I don't know where it was held, but all the Obas in Yoruba land, they gathered and they're talking about security, they're talking about forming vigilante and all these. So
it's like a security.
I was sitting there on.
So which Obas?
Yeah,
Nigerian Obas call themselves.
Yeah, all the Nigerian Obas. Oni of Ife, Audo Ekiti, everybody was there. It was a big hall. So, oh, gee. Hello? Can you hear me?
I just wanted to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Go on, sir.
So, everybody was there. We of Ado, everybody, they named them. So, now they're talking about security. They're talking about how to do the vigilante. They even went back as the government doesn't allow the what's the name of their vigilante now? They don't allow to carry guns. Anyway, what's the name of the Amatekun? Right. That they didn't allow them to carry guns. But this time around, and one of us stood up. It was at Duikiti. He goes like, we don't need to go too far. We have one of our sons. And the next thing, the Oni of Ife went on a live thing called Igboho. I didn't know that he's back in Germany.
No, he's actually in London.
Spoke and
he flew out yesterday.
Okay.
Or maybe he told them he was on his way to Germany, but he left Nigeria yesterday and he came to London.
Actually, I don't know. They might be disguising, So anyway.
He placed the he spoke to Igboho right there on the same screen, right? I'm gonna go look for that video.
Yeah.
Did you see it on the video?
Igboho spoke for. Look, he was just going. He know how to talk. He was just going, and the whole Obas, everybody was clapping for him and everything.
Really?
So I was sitting there. I'm like, I have to call Maiyegun tomorrow. Or today, I don't know you're going to be doing brunch time today. I will stay up till 3 o'clock my time to be able to catch up. But thank God I managed to catch this one.
Enough.
So
yes,
now I was sitting there and I'm like, something is coming up. And Tinubu didn't say anything. Nothing was. One military guy at the conference later on, one in Igbo and all that. But my main thing is, when Buhari was there, and these Fulani people were doing all sorts, he didn't say nothing. He looked away. Now the Yoruba Obas and everybody, they want to disperse people into the bushes now and flush these people out.
Which is great.
And Tinubu is not going to do anything. Immediately
let's put it this way, Windy City, right? You have seen, possibly you've seen the sincerity in that meeting, right? And somehow, you probably feel like there is no better time for Tinubu to actually show that he's a Yoruba, or above all, is the president of Nigeria. So starting with security, okay? So people like this need the proper backing and proper support, right? But it's not coming. It won't come.
But these people, they are fully determined. I think what really woke them up was the Obas. the Obas that got killed a couple of weeks ago.
I know, 3 of them.
Really woke them up. Woke really go. And they said, you know what? We don't know who's coming next. It might be you, it might be Oni, it might be. So we're not going to sit down and let people just come and, do whatever they want in Yoruba land.
No.
And I'm thinking like, okay, if they come through and they disperse people into the bushes, what is Tinubu going to say? He can't say stop because the other guy didn't stop their own people. So I'm thinking,
something when this
yeah.
You know something? I think I
Yes,
love
sir.
what you just brought up now, sir. Okay. You know why is that?
Somebody
saying that are they really serious? Are those about serious and all of that stuff? Yes, they are.
They need to go and watch it.
Take them as serious now. Now, this will be the time for people to pay attention because there is going to be an order that is going to stop them from whatever they are doing because they didn't get approval from somewhere we don't know. And that's why everybody will
immediately
understand Tifnumbu's position when it comes to your safety and security. It won't take long.
They actually called the government. They actually called the government from that forum that they want the government to release Igbo to come back to Nigeria, that they needed him. That this is no more a joke. So now I'm thinking like the Northerners now, they are all in hands. Like, okay, we're not going to take this laying low.
No anymore.
So I'm thinking, so this morning when you guys are talking about something can cause civil war, this might be the situation that triggers civil war. Because if Yoruba people went and flood,
and some people are not going to be okay with it.
Yeah, people want to flush every Fulani out of Yoruba land, out of the bushes, not the land.
Yeah, all our forests.
And the others, and what do you call it? The Fulanis, they said no. So it's going to be the clash between Fulani and Yoruba. Mark my word. Mark my word. So I was just listening.
Would he look away? Pretend it's not happening? Or even go
guess what? Guess
again?
what?
Sir?
No. I'm telling you, I don't know. This is unknown thing for me. I really don't know where it's going to go.
It's not so clear. Some level of uncertainty.
But
yes, sir.
Yeah, but my take on that is going to be like, they used to say, whatever. That's when he's supposed to use that. But you know what? You can't be killing our people.
And everybody interested in the security of Yoruba land. We have to protect them for real.
When you have a spare time, go and watch that thing.
I will.
It was serious. Everybody was there, and I was really glad. So
yeah.
They did it, and even they were accusing, even they were telling that, even they were saying like the president's supposed to be here. This is no more a joke. Everybody was there. I mean, Igbo was on the thing and it was going on and on and on and on. Why would they allow that in Yoruba land? Why would they allow? So don't let us fight each other. Let's concentrate. Let's flush people out of our town. If you want to live in town, fine. But if you want to live in the bushes, no.
You will be committing a crime and it is against the interest of the Yoruba people. Leave the forest.
Another thing before I go, one of the Obas said, after the incident of killing in Ado-Ekiti or whatever, those Obas, he said, Ekiti, now they sent 100 military men to come and be guarding them. And the guy said, I don't trust them. He said, you all remember Buhari gave these criminals, what do you call it, give them, put them in the military.
It's called that Operation Safe Corridor.
Amnesty or something. So he said, you remember, Yoruba, you remember he gave them. He said, we are looking at these people. They are guarding us. We don't know who is who. He said, so we need our own people to be guarding us now. So let's hope something will, but at the end of the day, it's going to be, I think it's going to trigger civil war.
Well,
It's going to be, when that happens,
I would say, Windy City.
Yes, sir. If that happened quickly, that if people went to the bushes to flush people out, and the other side said no, then somebody took over, the military took over, and it happened to be a Fulani man. You better believe it. There's going to be civil war in Nigeria. Have a great day.
And you too, the Windy City. Thank you very much, right there, from Chicago. See, so I'm checking my time, and I figured out that my time is fast spent. Because we need to go and get ready for the evening or the prime time on Maiyegun's Diary Political. I'm going to go on and keep, collecting all those pieces of information, video, pictures, documents, and all of that. I'm going to fuse together and bring back to you exclusively on Maiyegun's Diary Political later tonight. So thank you so much. This is our second episode on Brunch Time with Maiyegun. It's going to be a 6 days program, 6 days a week program, Monday to Saturday, where we would open the line, bring up any trending topic, how this is important, and share our views on them while we continue our crusade, education, enlightenment of the populace, of the citizenry, okay? So that, our man said earlier, we must continue to educate our people, open their minds, and the rest of that until we push the number. I'm talking about the number of those who have now become repentant and be liberated, like he also put it, right? So those of you who are like, he said 10%, I hope we're actually up to that anyway. But what really matters is that we continue to grow that number until we get to a significant size that can affect an everlasting damages on this establishment that has perpetually, I want to keep us perpetually in this contraption with no choice. So thank you. I will see you some other time. Until then, remember, you can still like my video. If you haven't already. And you can still share it too if you haven't too. And if you joined us midway, listen, you can watch it all over again. After this broadcast, what will come up next is going to be the replay from that of yesterday. If you have time, you should watch it. And then, or if you have seen it before, you can see it again, right? Or go get yourself ready for the evening. I will see you later. Take it easy and good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary Political. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí mò ń gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.